that lot are swarming all over the bridge. I don't know what they want, but it can't be good. I'm going to find another way around. You ought to do the same.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
A red dragon. I envy its knight. Would that I rode such a steed. A crash must be near. Come, my kin await. Rider, my time is short. Lead me to...
Shh, shh, shh. Such a familiar tone. Your name, child.
Lae'zel.
You will call me Gestil Kithrak.
Voss, Knight Supreme. The Queen's silver, the Queen's sword.
I am who you say. A Geich vessel has fallen from the sky, Lae'zel. Thieves aboard have taken a weapon most precious. It is polyhedric in shape and inscribed with the sacred runes of our people.
You honor me with this duty, Kithrak. I shall alert my caretaker with haste.
You serve your queen well, child. Take your slaves and hunt those who escaped the Geich ship. They must carry the weapon. I fly now to Vlaakith, our undying queen. She will see your faith rewarded in this plane and ours.
A current of deception carries Voss's words. Wherever he flies, it is not to Vlaakith.
Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name's Cinderellimouse and today we are playing Baldur's Gate 3. I'm very excited and very nervous to be going to the Githyanki Creche today. So in the last video we had baby girl Lae'zel who is following protocol, doing what she's told is the right thing to do by the rules set out by her goddess Vlaakith, her kind of leader of the Githyanki. And she's going to go and try and find the nearest creche. Now the creche are kind of like where the Githyanki are raised and trained here on the kind of home planet. And so she's looking for this nearest creche and she's going to go to this Zakith device, which is this thing that kind of removes the tadpoles from their brains. Oh, they're infected with illithid tadpoles, in case you missed the memo. So yeah, she's kind of doing what she's been told to do. However, in the last episode we saw that they got into a bit of a confrontation with some of the Githyanki. They ran into this Kithrak Voss, who is what did she call him? He's like really important. He's basically like Vlaakith's right hand man. He's this dragon rider, very cool but kind of mean. And we actually rolled badly and got into like a proper full-on fight with the Githyankis. Mistakes were made, guys. Lae'zel failed her deception roll. I couldn't roll for her. Oh, imagine how Lae'zel feels in this moment. Like, she was doing everything right. She was doing what she'd been told to do. And then she's just been betrayed. But he was being sneaky, guys. He was like... He wasn't off to Vlaakith. So what's that about? Oh, God. Oh, no. They're going to get more rounds on us. Are we going to die? Oh! Did she just one-shot Lae'zel? A Karlach? Oh my god, and they've got a whole person on Lae'zel. I might have to reload. That has gone so badly wrong, guys. That is really bad. So we kind of re-rolled that. That hasn't happened on this timeline. But we know that the Githyanki basically hard to fight. They basically made a mess of us. They were like hitting us when we were down. It was scary. I reloaded. So yeah, we're going to, against my better judgment, we're going to the Githyanki Crèche. Now we could also go to the not the mountain pass. What am I saying? Now my original plan was to have half the team go through the Underdark and half the team go to the Githyanki Crèche. So basically we'd be in 2 areas at the same time, but the game isn't letting me. So it's a choice now. Do we do the Underdark first or do we do the Githyanki Crèche first? If I was playing off camera, I'd do the Underdark first because strategically the Crèche is harder, I think. But because in this playthrough we've kind of run this narrative where, you know, Lae'zel, bless her, since episode 1 has been like, we need to find a Crèche, we need to find a Crèche, where's the local, where's Zori, where's the Crèche? And like we've kind of ignored her this whole time. And so I feel like now that she finally knows where the mountain pass is, like she would be going there whether we want her to or not. So I feel like we need to support baby girl. We need to all go along with her because it won't let me do 2 things at once. And yeah, go and check this place out, because even though like Lae'zel is very, very enthusiastic about the Crèche and like she's like, they're gonna help us, this is the protocol, I feel like Dirge especially would be kind of skeptical. Yeah, and there's some things going on generally speaking about kind of false idols and things like this, so I think we need to go as backup and just make sure she's okay, because she's very idealistic when it comes to kind of her Githyanki beliefs. And I do feel like we need to fix her hair as well. I feel like, you know, maybe she was a little bit embarrassed showing up to the Githyanki with her kind of like, you know, Gen hair. So yeah, we'll fix her hair and we'll put her traditional hair back on her. Where would that be though? Where is the option to do that? I think I'm going to have to just jump into her spellbook. So this is a mod that I'm using to kind of edit the companions. Appearance editing. I'm just going to use this mirror feature. And yeah, we'll just kind of put her hair back to how it was. This is her hair here, Lae'zel's hair. So yeah, she's all decked out and ready to go and impress the Githyanki. Look at that, look at those plaits. You know, you were complimenting Shadowheart's plait, and Shadowheart's plait is very impressive. I think she's definitely using hair extensions. But your hair is badass, you know, that is like proper warrior girl hair. We love to see it, Lae'zel. So what else do I want to say? Dirge then. In the last episode, Cordia found this, the ecstasy of murder from those kind of fish guys who are worshipping the fake Baal, Bual. And it does talk about kind of like Baal lists and kind of the stuff that they feel. And it says this stuff about a mindless, instinctual, primal sensation that comes from the bowels, and you know, it kind of makes them have this urge to kill and kind of like gives them gratification when they do kill. And it does sound similar to what Dirge experienced involuntarily when like that other Dragonborn came to camp and he kind of like killed her in his sleep. He didn't know he was doing it. So I think this might be shedding some light on what's going on with Dirge as well. Yeah, so I thought maybe if I had him read it, he might comment on it, but it doesn't seem to have any particular gameplay in that regard. I've sorted out their inventory. I don't remember if I showed you this in the, oh, that's the owlbear egg. Keeping it safe there. Let's make sure we don't use that when we sleep tonight. So yeah, everybody's kind of got these different backpacks with like the stuff sorted. This is his kind of like special items backpack. Don't ask. It's like, you imagine getting pulled over by the police and this is what you've got in the trunk of your car. Like, he's so scary with his little friend. Like, I just listen. But yeah, he's got like a potion sack, so everybody's got like their own stuff going on, like their special equipments bag, all that kind of stuff. I think it's time to long rest and head back out, but maybe I want to talk to people first. Cordia, who should I get you to talk to? Probably Shadowheart. I've got some notes. Oh, Lae'zel, apparently I want to talk to.
Just what I need.
Let's go. Oh my god.
Speak.
You run over and she's just like pulling this massive weapon. Like, did you see the size of that crossbow? Was that Harold, or did it give Harold to Karlach? One of them has a crossbow called Harold. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing this with Cordia and not Dirge is because Dirge doesn't have these options. So I don't know why, because you know, Cordia didn't meet the Dragon Rider, but she's the one with the option. So I don't know, blame the game, but I did want to kind of like go through it just as a kind of recap, like to see how she's feeling, checking in on her. About the Dragon Rider you met.
Damn it all! You did well to intervene, vexed as I am to admit it. The distilled Kithrak would have flayed our skin and left our carcasses to burn in the sun. All for the sake of the artifact that we carry. The crash is near, this much we know. We follow the path forward and into the valley. No one, not even the ignoble Distilled Kithrak, will keep me from my purification.
Okay, Lae'zel, whatever you say. I believe in you, I trust you. So yeah, you can see how determined Lae'zel is. So it wouldn't make any sense at this point if we kind of like turned tail and went back to the Underdark. So everybody's up on the surface anyway after fighting the hag and things. So I feel like, you know, it makes sense that they'd all go together for moral support. And also because they're so close to finding a cure. So if this is legit, if this Sakith device, I can't say it, can really like get the tadpole out of their heads, then, you know, they're going to be lining up, right? Maybe not Astarion. He's kind of weirdly into it. He's like, oh, I can feel the sunlight on my face. I like these tadpoles. Very pro tadpole behavior from Astarion. Do I want to talk to Astarion? Well, I'll do that with Dirge. I'll go and talk to Shadowheart, my waifu.
It seems the Githyanki are keen to reclaim the artifact I carry. I can't afford that to happen. In fact, none of us can. That thing is shielding us somehow. I don't want to know what happens if we lose it.
Yeah, so yeah, the artifact, the Githyanki artifact that she was on a mission to steal from the Githyanki, which has caused so much conflict between her and Lae'zel. You know, obviously we're kind of going back into the Dragon's Den literally right now with this artifact that Shadowheart has stolen. Like, we could get into a lot of trouble here, basically. But also it's protecting us and we don't want them to take it off us. So I don't know, if I could have Shadowheart go to the Underdark, I would, but it's not going to let me. Let's not find out we have enough to contend with already. There must be more to... I'm not challenging her. We know that she likes her privacy. We know that she literally cannot remember a lot of the mission. It's kind of like she's had a memory wipe, so that it's like needs to know, basically. All she knew is that she had to get it and return it to her place in Baldur's Gate. Let's not find out. We have enough to contend with already.
Agreed. There's not much we can do but press forward.
And we could also spend the night together. Do you want to, you know, curl up for warmth, Shadowheart? Yeah, do you know what? Let's go on. You and I, we share something special, I think. I want to talk about it.
Very serious of you. But go ahead.
Should we ask how she's faring? Admit it, you've never had a relationship quite like this one, have you?
Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated.
She called us out on our bullshit. Let's go. Okay, let's have Dirge talk to a couple of people as well. So we've got Karlach here.
That contraption's a hot ticket item. Might not be our last scrap for its sake.
We've done this, so we don't want to say anymore. I just like seeing what they say. I like the commentary of like their opinion on what's going on.
With bones.
If the Gith are looking for that artifact, then we may have something valuable on our hands. And it's a powerful weapon to boot. Things are starting to look very interesting.
Astarion's just enjoying the chaos of the situation. He's definitely like chaos aligned. Okay. And yeah, do you know what? Will's on Dirge's team right now. Let's go see what Will has to say. I can't speak this week.
The Gith Knight is as merciless as the dragon he rides. That we still have our heads is nothing short of a miracle.
Indeed, to be fair, because they were making mincemeat of us. Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna have Cordia come and speak to Gale, I think. Yeah, they definitely... Will was in that fight, and we had to kind of like retreat. back up. I've made a mistake as well. When we go back to the area, some of you might already realise what my mistake is.
Githyanki patrolling these wilds is an unexpected surprise.
Is it though?
Whatever they seek, they'll not hesitate to kill us if we stand in their way.
True, I'm quite afraid of them, to be honest. Okay, I am genuinely thinking that this is a terrible idea. Alright, if you're noticing my camera angles are a little bit all over the place at the moment, I'm having a little bit of trouble with my mouse, so I do need to buy a new one. So apologies if that's bothering anyone. I'm trying not to spin too much. Scratch wants to talk. Scratch! Oh, I need to do all my housekeeping, so I'm going to probably do that and be back with you in a second. Like my long strider, speak with the animals, all that good stuff. Here we go, so Gale's mage armor, and we'll get his little kitty cat out because it's tradition, because it reminds him of Tara. Perfect. Okay, I think we're more or less ready. And so I'm going to go and speak to Scratch because we love him. And the owlbear, which I'm so excited that the owlbear has finally joined our camp.
Dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
What have you got there, Scratch?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
I've been fiddling with the graphics again because I was getting a lot of shadow issues in my test, so it's made the animal hair go a bit dodgy. It's so hard to get the graphics balanced right. Okay, pet him because he's the goodest boy in this entire game, and I don't know what we'd do without him. We love him. He's such a good boyo. And we can go and talk to the owlbear, which I'm super excited about because he's so sweet. Come over here, boy. Hi. How are you? Shadowheart plays with him and stuff as well, which is just so sweet.
Hello. You are not food. You are friend.
I love that they've used the friend not food meme. Well, you like it here, huh?
Nice here. The caves smell like rotting meat. Goblin cat smells like goblins.
Pet the cub. Yay, approval.
Ooh, more.
He's so cute, I love him. Looks like I'm stuck with you.
Yes, fun.
He's just so happy to be here. He's so sweet. I think I want these clothes on for this little walking around the mountains kind of hike.
Of a handful one day, but not yet.
Oh, do you see what I mean? She's like stroking him and petting him. She's so cute. I love it. See, she's like, I don't know. She was like, I'm not chasing after it if that's what you think. And now she's all like soppy about it. Secret softie, I'm telling you. Okay, to Rosy Monastery then in that case. I think it's time to leave camp. Probably should be Dirge, right?
I have such a headache.
Right, so here we are at the mountain pass, and some of you may already realise the mistake I've made because I shouldn't have long rested in between knocking out the woman that was here, Aloija, and going to the camp because her body's not here. That means she's picked herself up and she's gone on her merry way. So I think that might have been a mistake because if you remember in the last episode I was like, we have to knock her out like Alfera and like the brothers who like went to see the hag. Like if we knock them out it prevents their death, but I didn't, because I long rested, it's like reset the day and she's moved on basically to the next area, and I don't think we're gonna have kept her alive. I don't think there's anything I can do apart from like rolling back and replaying it. I don't think there's anything I can do at this point to kind of help her. I'm really sad about that. I suggested to Larian, to Baldur's Gate, like what if when certain characters die, you know how like Withers can resurrect people as people who are killed by the Absolute, he can like resurrect them as kind of like temporary companions or like fake companions. What are they called? I can't remember the name for it. But yeah, I was like, what if people like Alfera and Alika and like certain other like main, like, I don't know, interesting characters die, like what if you can resurrect them with withers as kind of like a kind of half companion? I thought that'd be a really cool idea. So I think there are mods that can do it. So yeah, we've got this signpost here.
Road closed. Detour ahead.
The dragon destroyed the road. I mean, this path he certainly did. Right, it's time. I guess we're going through here then. I'm a bit nervous. Yeah, so if you're not ready, if the game considers you too low a level to go through there, you will get that pop-up and it'll say, are you sure, like, this area is, like, hard? But the area considers us good enough to go through at level 5, so I guess we give it a shot. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, everybody is here. They're all just inside each other, which, you know, it happens when you're long resting a lot in a camp, that people just kind of morph into each other like Power Rangers. Okay, so what I want to do, I'm not too sad that like Cordia and Shadowheart are in this area because I do like the idea of them kind of like exploring a little bit. I'm going to ungroup Gale. I'm going to group Lae'zel with Cordia for a second. And we're just going to kind of lead the charge a little bit and kind of walk around and see what we can see. This area is absolutely stunning, by the way. Like, look at this. Look at how gorgeous this is. She's beautiful. So we found a big monastery. Yeah, let's explore.
Intestines throb.
Like,
blood
the
whispers.
light in here is lovely. Everything about this area I think is really, really nice. Except, you know, apart from like traps and bad guys and things that want to kill you. Generally speaking. Waypoint discovered. I got scared. I was scared of the waypoint.
Wait. These markings. Tirsu script scratched in the ground. A creche must be nested in the temple below. We must go there at once.
We know what Tirsu script is because we saw it on the Githyanki disc. See what I mean about the shadows? I've been trying to fix this. Yeah, like we got that kind of like a cipher, so we can decode the Tirsu script. We know that that's the Githyanki's kind of like language and writing. I do like this option. How do I know that I can trust your people? Like, I'm not a Gith. Like, what if they don't like me?
You don't have to trust them. Only to trust me. I have not failed you yet, and I have no intentions of it now. I don't need you to believe me for it to be true.
I love her. Like, mother, you know? Okay. Come on. Let's get to the creche.
Very well. You may lead. But if we stray too far that our chance is lost, I'll make my way there alone.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of scared of, because it forces us all into this area and I can't do the Underdark at the same time. Like, I'm worried that if I went to the Underdark first, like, maybe it wouldn't exactly happen, but like narrative wise and roleplay wise, like Lae'zel would be like, no, I'm going to the creche, like nothing's going to stop me. So yeah, I feel like we've made the right choice kind of doing this first. I mean, the wrong choice in terms of strategy, the right choice in terms of keeping companions happy. So, do you remember when we went to the Goblin Camp and kind of up and behind the Goblin Camp, there was a way to get into this area? This is kind of where that leads. And you can see that the goblins have been through this way. They've kind of been stealing stuff off people. They've made a bit of a mess. There's these poor like civilians on the ground. In fact, actually, having said that, if I got Dirge over here, would Dirge be able to speak with the dead with these guys? Group, let's get a hold of Gale. And go over here. Here he comes. Here I come to save the day. He's like Kylo Ren at the end of that Star Wars movie. Okay, and then where's Speak with the Dead? There it is.
The corpse has nothing to say.
Ah, sad times. How about that one? No, they're not glowing. You can tell, like,
Still
if they've
in
got something to
control.
say, they'll be glowing
Just-
once you cast it once. Okay, so let's keep exploring then. Let's go back down this way. Like, see what I mean? It's like the landscape is stunning. This area is beautiful. Okay, there's some more chests over here that we can check for supplies. Oh, I clicked on laser, I think. No, did I? No. I can't reach it. What do you mean I can't reach it? Why not? Okay, well, whatever. Some more over here. Do you see something up there? Everybody crouch. Because I don't know what that was. That was a scary thing. Let's get into the bushes. Here it comes back. Can you see? It's like a massive skeleton. A death shepherd. Level 6, so it's one level above us. It's resistant to almost everything. It's got poison immunity. It's not resistant, I noticed to sunlight, opportunity attack, and silent. It can't speak or cast spells that have a verbal component. Okay, interesting. So there'd be no use putting like silence on it. Necrotic Veil, a deathly miasma grants the affected entity 20 hit. Necrotic Veil, a deathly miasma grants the affected entity 20 temporary hit points. When the affected entity has removed hit points, it's resistant to all damage except radiant damage and cannot be turned. Wait. It's only resistant to everything when it has the extra hit points. Allied undead within 8 meters are resistant to bludgeoning, slashing and piercing damage. Yeah, so they're resistant to a lot of stuff. These guys look scary. I don't think we want to mess with them just yet. I think we're going to kind of sneak past them. Okay, let's go over here. They don't seem to be coming down this way, so I think we can probably check these things. Come this way, guys. I'm scared. Don't go that way. Don't go that way. Come back. What am I doing right now? Why did she go that way to check that box? Excuse me. Yeah, definitely not. That's not what we're looking for. That does not look like the Githyanki Crush to me. Oh, look here. So this is why I kind of like the idea of bringing like Shadowheart and Cordia down here, because they're clerics, right? Because they've got their own patron gods. You know, there's a bit of a like religious theme down here, which I thought suited them. So
blessed be you, pilgrim. Take respite now in the dawn's loving gaze.
A failed religion. Cordia. No idea who that is. I don't think we have him down in the Underdark. Shadowheart, do you know who this is?
Blessed be you, pilgrim. Take respite now in the dawn's loving gaze.
No, nobody's gonna volunteer information. Okay, no idea who that is.
Knife in the dark.
Oh, someone's down here. Hello. Oh, it's a lady. Is she lost? Is she out hiking? What's going on?
Time to press ahead.
She's yellow, so she's not an enemy.
Hello? Who's that?
Hello, my name's Cordia. Who are you? Lady Esther.
Ah, a friendly face. Oh, you are a sweet, sweet blessing, my dear. You know, I've had nothing but trouble all day. I've been accosted, chased, insulted. Look over there. Do you see that wretched little hive?
So we have a cleric option here. Oh, and apparently I do know who the god is. Apparently I do have that information in my brain. It looks like a monastery to Lathander. What's your problem with the God of Dawn? So Lathander, the Morning Lord, the Dawn Lord, he is kind of like a god of spring and revival and the dawn and light and yeah, like music and art and kind of this kind of revival, like positive, like hope and things like that. So he's a positive god that is very, very popular in Faerun. So yes, it looks like a monastery to Lathander. What's your problem with the God of Dawn?
Oh, Oh, I mean no offense to the Morning Lord. I simply prefer when his monasteries aren't overrun with brutish, stupid, rude Githyanki.
Brutish and rude by your wretched standards, but stupid. Chucky.
Your charming companion would call it a creche. But it was built on what remained after the Githyanki slaughtered all of the monks. I'd call it a murderous training camp.
Acutely observed on both counts.
Honestly, I was doing them a favor offering to buy one of their eggs. And how am I repaid? Attacked and run off like some transient.
Well, this doesn't bode very well for us, does it, Lae'zel? I'm not sure that we'd be welcome, actually. Sorry, okay, so the Githyanki training camp. So obviously this lady's been a little bit offensive. Like, we have Lae'zel with us and she is not holding back her words. But, you know, she's not wrong in saying that maybe they're not the good guys. Like, if they kind of invaded a monastery, murdered all the monks, and like took it over to kind of like raise their own young and their eggs in it, like that's not very nice behavior, actually. I'm a bit scared of the Githyanki. But Dirge would definitely be saying strategically, like, if we can get the Githyanki on our side, we've basically got an army who, you know, their whole thing is fighting the Illithids. So if we're going up against the Illithids, getting the Githyanki on side is tactically the smart thing to do. But here she says as well, like, she was trying to buy one of their eggs. So Cordy will go, "You tried to buy one of their children?"
What? No, of course not. I was merely... Well... Look, it's just an egg. The Society of Brilliance asked me to acquire one of their roe so they can incubate it and, once it hatches, raise the spawn in their tradition.
Please, do enlighten me. What is this tradition?
The Society believes a Githyanki raised in a peaceful, nurturing environment can overcome its violent nature. I'm sure your friend would agree. A Githyanki is as likely to forsake its violent nature as a gnome is to fly.
Well, actually, I found Lae'zel to have moments where she's been quite sweet, actually. My little baby sister. She started off as, like, big sister, and now she's baby girl. I like this one. Really nice, actually, because she's Drow, right? A cleric of Alistair. They used to think my people were inherently evil too, you know.
Well, yes, but now we know better. Only some of you are bloodthirsty terrors. But if you believe in this cause so strongly, why not help the Society prove your point? They may have chased me away, but surely the Gith would welcome a person with such sympathetic views to their creche. And once inside, you could simply purloin an egg.
Steal one of Gith's own. I will slit your throat for even suggesting it.
I'm not talking to you. You'll be well compensated, of course. Just bring me an egg.
So holding Lae'zel back from murdering this woman for being so unempathetic and rude. We're obviously not agreeing to go and steal a child of the Githyanki and bring it to this woman, although I understand what she's trying to do, and I do actually quite like the idea of saying, you know, nurture and nature are two different things, and, you know, perhaps the Githyanki are so violent and hostile because that's the environment that they're raised in, that's the training that they have, which honestly hasn't done Lae'zel any harm. She's basically carrying the team. Yeah, I do like the idea of kind of like, you know, let's give them a chance at incorporating into a different society and system, and, you know, a different way of life. Maybe they don't all have to be so murderous, you know, maybe some of them could do poetry. I don't know. I do like the idea of kind of, you know, you know, exploring that nature versus nurture debate. But obviously you can't go and steal a child off someone just because you want to do a scientific theory on them. What I am gonna say, actually, let me just save for a second. Let me just do some research here. Let me just switch to Astarian for a second, and we'll go over here while we're talking. And maybe we'll just do a little crouchy. Maybe we'll just do a little check of this lady's pockets. This might go horribly wrong, but she has these, right? An opportunity from the Society of Brilliance. And again, Astarian can roll really high on this. So if I just move it over so you can see a bit better here. +3 from dexterity, +6 from sleight of hand. And I think we've got advantage. So as long as we don't roll like 2 1s, we basically, you know, we can be guaranteed to get some of the kind of lower rolls. So things like this, I think we can probably just steal quite easily. This one here as well, open call on the adventures, on the Adventure Society Brilliance, those things. And then while we're here, we might as well just grab 1 or 2 other things. I think some of these are a little bit high, and I don't want to kind of risk getting all these. This Parapet of Wound Closure, when downed, automatically stabilize at the start of turn, and whenever you are healed, you restore the maximum number of possible hit points. Definitely want to get that, and it's only a target of 5, so fingers crossed. She's got a few other things as well, like this Hoppy. I don't think I really want that. Cacophony, that's 9. Some gloves of Cinder. Well, we might have to get those just for the name. Winter Clutches, I'd like those as well. They're only a 4. Let's get those. Boots of Elemental Momentum, they're a 4. Grab them. Gloves of Baneful Striking. Ours now. We're just getting all this stuff. Pink dye, we'll take it. Lavender dye, black and jade green dye, sage green dye. Oh, why doesn't she have the good ones? Every time I've kind of practiced this, she's had really good dyes, and those ones are not as great. Can I take the camp supplies? Don't mind if I do. Arrows. Yes. What else do we have here? A scroll of fly could be useful. And basically, I am gonna buy some stuff off her. I'm trying to get some of these like lower end things. Potion of Superior Healing, that's 1, we'll get that. Potion of Supreme Healing, let's take that too. Potion of Speed, we love those. Okay, and then I think these are going to be like higher rolls. Oh no, we can get the Shoulder Drapes. We can get the Arcane Mantle. Oh, we've been caught. Oh no, I pushed it too far. I think we're in trouble. Are we okay?
No one back home will ever believe this.
Hello? Oh yeah, we're in trouble. That's why I saved, guys. Oh dear, mistakes were made. Maybe I pushed it a little bit too far there. I don't know. So let's just try that again, and like, let's maybe not be quite so greedy this time. Okay, crouch and pickpocket. And so we want these letters, right? Grab the letters. Potion of Speed, we'll take that. Shoulder Drapes. I don't want to push it too much, but okay. Lavender dye, black and jade green dye. Okay, I think we're good. Let's get the camp supplies. Let's get that. And we're all good. Okay, go. Go, 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 go. I am actually going to get just Astarian to just probably like leave this area entirely. Like, Astarian, run away. Like, let's get them like over here somewhere. Go and hide back there, guys. Okay. So, oh, I wanted to read the thing, didn't I? Let's have a look at what that says. Lae'zel failed a hygiene check against Lady Esther. Okay. An open call for adventurers on behalf of the Society. Call for adventurers exploring the nature versus nurture debate. The Society of Brilliance is pleased to announce an open call for adventurers to participate in a groundbreaking research project examining the intrigue and enduring question of nature versus nurture. The aim of this project is to investigate the relative contributions of nature and nurture in determining characteristics, traits, and outcomes. Our hypothesis, a Githyanki raised in a peaceful, nurturing environment, will rise above its inherent nature to become a productive and progressive member of society. Your contribution. We require 1 Githyanki egg, unhatched and in good condition, taken directly from a Githyanki creche. Generous payment will be provided on successful completion of the task. Please contact Have K. Larg at the lodge for further details. And then we also have an opportunity from the Society of Brilliance. Our storied sect requires an object most rare upon our plane, the egg of a Githyanki. The good sir that receives this item, which must be in excellent condition, will be rewarded most handsomely. Timeliness is key. Find us in the lodge in Baldur's Gate upon the completion of this task. Signed by the collective, the Society of Brilliance of Baldur's Gate. Yeah, so basically those two letters say more or less the same thing. I don't think she's necessarily too invested in the nature versus nurture thing. I think she just wants to get paid. I think she's an adventurer on a quest. So, very brave lady going to a Githyanki creche on her own. So I'm assuming she's a pretty decent fighter. So I'm thinking that I might be able to produce the owl bag and convince her to take that instead, and, you know, maybe convince her it is an owlbear egg. I don't know, let's try it. Produce the owlbear egg.
Oh, you wonder... Hold on. It looks different to what I expected. Are you sure that's a gith egg?
Well, actually, no, it's an owlbear, I just like it. That's like something my kid would say. The curves, the coloration, the size looks right to me. All right, I am strongest on persuasion, I think. And the persuasion check is, well, of course not. It's an owlbear, but I bet your employers won't know the difference. Just you and me, little secret, what do you think? Let's try it. It's quite a high roll, I think. Yeah, 21. Guide me, Lae'zel. Guide me. Oh no. I'm failing. The problem is I've moved Astarion too far away, and Astarion would have given me bardic inspiration. I'm gonna have to use my inspiration for this. Oh, I did it! I didn't think I was gonna do it, but I did it! Oh my goodness! Yay! Okay, we've convinced her. We've convinced her it's fine.
What the Society doesn't know won't hurt it. And we're left handsomely legacied either way. I rather like this plan. You have yourself an accord. Here's your payment.
Thank you.
I'd hope it's enough to warrant your discretion, too.
Of course. Our little secret. So I feel like Cordia would know how to speak to people like this. She's from Baldur's Gate. She is quite posh. She's got like a noble background. So she knows how to, she knew how to read that situation. I do want to trade with her as well. Hopefully she won't notice that there's a few things missing.
Very well.
She's saying later. Why later? I want to, let me trade with you. What's happening right now? Do you know what? Let's just run away because I feel like she might be getting ready to kind of like shout at us, to be honest. And what's everybody thinking about that whole situation?
What can I do for you, my friend?
Nothing. They don't think anything. Okay, fine. Oh, okay. Let's get Dirge down here because maybe Dirge can talk to her. Because she does have a few more things that I really, really want. One thing specifically that I want for Dirge. So, yeah, I do definitely want them to head over there. Wait, is there anything in this area that I haven't picked up? Did I miss anything?
Anything of
Hunter's
use?
stash. Ooh, what could be in the hunter's stash? Animal speaking, we love that for Dirge. Secret animal fan. Is that antidote as well. Okay, nothing too exciting there. Okay, let's go down here. Let's see if Dirge can read that plaque.
Here we go.
I'm just curious really to see what it says.
Blessed be you, pilgrim. Take respite now in the dawn's loving gaze.
No, nothing? No, I don't know. I don't know what that check was. We missed it. Let's see if we can talk to Lady Esther. Hello, Lady Esther.
What's up for discussion?
We might get some repeat. Just a moment. Why? No, I actually do want to trade with you, Lady Esther. Oh no, am I locked out from trading? Like, why is Lady Esther broken? I wonder if she's like trapped in dialogue. Astoria is spotted by Lady Esther. She doesn't seem mad at us. She just saw us, right? She says later. I think we're okay. I don't think she's mad at us. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, let's maybe get out of here just to be on the safe side. I don't know. Okay, let's go with, let's swap back Lae'zel.
Where am I?
I'm making a mess of this video. Let's get Lae'zel back with Dirge and Gale back with Cordia. Let's switcheroo. And we can try and talk to Lady Esther again in a little while.
Almost worth the walk.
Is that all you wanted to say? Just admiring the view? Okay, it is a good view. Everybody hide, just in case she comes looking for us. And I'm going to move Lae'zel up the queue a little bit here as well. Okay, let's keep exploring.
Time to press ahead.
So this looks like it might be a way for us to get down there. There's like this zip line thing. Let's give it a try. Okay, we've got a strength roll. Come on, guide me, Lae'zel. You know, the best laid plans of mice and viewers. Like, I had a plan for this episode and it's not entirely going the way I thought it was going to. This is tough, the cart's not been used for a while. Here it comes, exciting times. See what I mean though about this area? It's absolutely stunning. Okay, let's all get on here then. Everybody on board? Lae'zel, I thought you were eager to get down there. Cable cartwheel, let's go.
Sight. We should stop for a nice little lunch. Take it all in.
Oh.
The worm gnawing at your grey matter. We must find a creche and be purified.
True. Fine. First, purify the tadpole, then a little lunch.
That was a fun conversation. Okay, so Rosy Morn Monastery. So there's some stuff going on over here. Let's have a look at what this is. So this looks like a little shrine with some offerings. The Pilgrim's Prayer. Good morning, Lathander. I suppose all mornings for you are good, you making them up out of all the bright pits of night and getting them to shine worthy and such. I have two new boys, Luke and Elliot, and I should like them to see lots of your nice sun-ups. So if you would watch over them, I would be most thankful. I am as poor as muck, but I have some heart left to give, which was not been eaten up by the boys and their mum. So that bit is yours if you keep seeing sunrises. Thanks. Keep them seeing sunrises. Thanks. So this is like a dad, Harrison Fields, who's just asking for Lathander to look over his two sons and keep them alive and healthy and all that kind of good stuff. So that's a nice prayer. We've also got a couple here, if I can try and get to them. Why won't it let me click on it? I'm going to have to pick that up. Pilgrim's Curse and Pilgrim's Prayer. So the Pilgrim's Prayer I think I want to read first. Dear Morning Lord, and you are a dearie. Haven't I just had the grandest time? Sure, if I was honey, I wouldn't have trouble getting down a hill. So warm and good I feel. I've been headed here to pay you homage and beyond on other businesses for some 2 odd months, and every mile has unearthed more and more kindness. For example, when my sleeping roll was infested with bedbugs itching me disagreeably, Morning Lord, I have no qualms admitting it. A woman gave me a spare of hers, and it was toasty warming of a night, and she had 2 children of her own to tend. Anyway, thanks for pouring your honey heat over each and every day, cloudy or no, for here a lone woman barefoot and smiling on the long road. Is that implying that she gave the bedroll back and like gave the bed bugs to the family? Like, I don't know. And then Pilgrim's Curse. Morning Lord, you never rose up over nothing. You're just a feckin' sham like all God's dirty stupid animals. All you rutting pigs, wee wee, you ain't got S on the absolute. It's beautiful and it's gonna F you like the cheapest of ladies of the night. Well, that is not a very nice letter at all, is it? Like, it's kind of a little bit rude. Obviously someone who's worshipping the absolute there. Absolute garbage. Learn some grammar. A silver amulet. What else as well? I don't really want to take. Maybe I'll take the greater elixir of arcane cultivation, and maybe I'll take the potion of greater healing. But I feel like maybe we should leave them something of our own as well. Like maybe we need to leave them something. So what do we actually have? Do we have anything like that anyone cares about? Carlac could leave her nutbuster. Do you know what? Actually, let's leave a soul coin. We're not really using them. And do you know what? I'd rather it be in the Morning Lord's hands than like a devil's hands. So yeah, we can do that. I think that's nice. You know, we'll leave it for a good god rather than kind of the devils or trying to use it as currency, because it's literally a soul, right? And then what else do we have as well? Let's kind of keep exploring around here. So there's something up there that we can explore. There's some like berry bushes and things down here, it looks like.
Hello.
I don't.
Lae'zel, are you sure of the greeting we'll find at this creche of yours?
Of course I'll be welcomed. And if you behave, you may keep your head too.
I can count on you to vouch for me, I hope.
Don't worry. You're more useful to me alive.
It's fine, Will. Like, she doesn't love you, but
Must
you know,
love my
you
guts
on a
through
practical
this hell.
level, you're useful to her. What's down here? Is there anything down here that I can kind of jump down to? I don't think so. Okay, let's keep going around this way. Like I say, we can jump up there, but I might have Cordia do that for reasons I'll explain later.
Don't mind if I do.
Did everyone fail survival? This is why I need Cordia. You all rolled rubbish then. So yeah, moving closer to the monastery. And again, it's absolutely bloody stunning. This whole area. It does feel as well like we might be able to kind of like jump down somewhere. So we'll have to kind of like keep eyes open for that. Is this back where we came from? Kind of like goes around in a bit of a circle, right? Is there anything here? This feels like, oh, there's a broken chest. Some chests here. There's one. Nothing too interesting here. Except for a waypoint. Okay, that means that I can bring Cordia down here as well. Sorry, this is not the most exciting start to an episode. It will get a little bit more interesting. This is actually, I'm going to be honest with you, for those of you who really like fighting, there's going to be a little bit of fighting in this episode, but it's also going to be kind of like a bit of a puzzle solving episode. So climbing around, exploring, puzzle solving. We're not necessarily going to go right into fighting Githyanki right now. So I don't want to kind of get anyone's hopes up for that. That's probably going to be the next episode where we get a little bit more involved with the Githyanki, but this is kind of exploring this outer area. So Rosie and trying to get in as well. Like, it's not easy to get in this place. So let's. Oh, it just went back to the ancient sigils. No, that's not what I wanted to do. It's fine. Everybody stand up and come this way with me. Let's go and see if we can figure out, you know, like they missed that roll over here, that survival roll. So let's get them around here and see if we can like see what that was, because obviously it's like a treasure chest to dig up.
I didn't exactly dress for hiking mountains. Shame we couldn't procure some pack mules or horses.
See, she's so...
Horses? Perish the thought. Those ill-tempered beasts are prone to biting.
Well, so are you, but we keep you around, don't we?
And I'm not offering any rides, if that's what you're thinking.
Shadowheart and Historian have had some very fun dialogues. I'm not offering rides. Was that a euphemism? Nobody got that role. Nobody can see anything. Okay, fine. I guess we miss out on that then. The only thing we could do really at this point is get like a hireling. That's the word I was looking for. And get some hirelings down here to try and kind of like do that survival role, but I don't know. So we can go up this way. There's this bird here that I want to talk to, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I know that there's traps along here. So maybe I'm just going to ungroup Cordia for a second and have her kind of make her way up. I want to talk to this bird. You know, so not everybody's getting caught by the traps. Oh, apple. Don't mind if I do. Oh, a half-eaten apple. Autumn crocus. Oh, there's a key. Can I take it? Is he going to shout at me? My key now. Hi.
I've got nothing left to take, so you might as well shove off.
Did someone steal something from you?
Steal? Eagles are bigger. They just take. Nest, prey, everything. That's how it works here.
Oh. And that's the Githyanki crash as well, right? The Githyanki are stronger than the monks. They just came and took what they wanted. Well, I can't help but notice that you do have a nest right there.
Oh, sure, a nest. But it's not my nest. That's up on the roof with the eagles. Eagles are pricks.
Well, wait, if that's not your nest, whose is it?
Some poor little tit who wasn't paying attention.
So the eagles are pricks for stealing a nest, but you're not?
Exactly right. Not all humans can grasp bird ethics. You should be proud. It's not even like the eagles need my nest. The drunk lizards they eat aren't hard to catch.
Drunk lizards? Try and figure out what these lizards might be. I've got a +3 basically, if that balances out. Guidance! Yeah, we did it. You should have guided me before, Lady Esther, guys. Why did I forget? Okay.
Well, quite vague. Drunk lizards could well point to kobolds, who tend to operate in packs.
We love kobolds on this channel. Like, they're such weird little guys. They're kind of like mini dragonborns. They're like little lizards, and they're so kind of like feral and nutty, and I love them. Like, they're great. One of my players, I run a D&D campaign, and one of my players ended up befriending a kobold who thinks he's a wizard. So he's kind of like delusional, and he thinks he can cast fireball and things like that, but he can't. He just kind of like throws alchemist fire stuff like he goes fireball. But he like runs around thinking he's a wizard. He's so funny. Okay, he's actually gone to wizard school now. We left him in this kind of like I don't want to get too into it, but we knew a guy who's like a really good wizard, and we kind of like left him as an apprentice, so when we get him back he might actually have some skills. Okay, so I don't want to say I don't have time for petty bird squabbles. I'm going to say it. Yeah, I'm going to say that. I don't have time for petty bird squabbles.
Oh, you're not the first to be scared of the eagles. There's no shame in admitting it.
I didn't say I was scared. I just said that, you know, you can't have a go at them for robbing your nest if you're running around robbing other people's nests, actually. You mean bird. Fine. I'll leave. So you can actually get a mission from that bird. I don't think we'll have it. Yeah, I don't think we'll have the mission from this bird because we didn't agree to do it. But you can go and basically fight the needles. Don't fight needles. Fight the eagles for it, and kind of reclaim the nest. And obviously, it's worth like XP and things like that. I don't want to do that. You know, we're doing quite a good playthrough, and that doesn't feel very good aligned. Gale, why can't you jump? You're just as bad as a Starian right now. You're a wizard. Surely you can fly up here or Misty Step. I understand you wanted to wait down here with your cat, but don't be so silly. Oh, can we take this? No. I thought it was going to be like a nice new backpack for Dirge, but apparently not. Where is everybody? Oh yeah, people aren't grouped. I'm having to go at them and they're not grouped. Group, group, group. There we go. Okay. We're going to hang out here for a little while. Maybe just like enjoying the view or something. And then we'll go back to Dirge. This is where I get a bit nervous because we're gonna have to try and like work our way into this monastery now, and there are some scary things about, so I think I might crouch.
These birds have seen everything.
And we'll kind of make our way along here. Come on guys, it is absolutely stunning though. This game, the visuals, like, you know, the objects, the world building, all absolutely so stunning. I remember, like, I loved this about, like, Sims Medieval as well, like, the style of Sims Medieval. So I was kind of like, I jumped through hoops to try and get things out of that game into The Sims 3 and then to The Sims 4. It was, like, such a mission, but I was like, I loved the art style so much.
That's enough. On your feet.
Where are you taking us?
If this is about that weapon your friend was talking about, we don't have it and we don't know shit about it.
Silence! Move!
No. No, I'm not going in there. I won't.
Anyone want to join her? As I thought. Through the doors. Now! The captain is expecting you.
Forward, carefully. These cultists have the creche on high alert.
Ooh, we can speak with the dead on that one. Yeah, so I think we were right to kind of hide and not introduce ourselves there. They've gone through that door there. Okay, is the coast clear? Does seem to be. I can see a red dot on the map. That's something at the top, I think. We could climb up there potentially. Okay, I think we're okay. Let's go and speak with the dead on this one. So the thing is, these are absolute cultists, right? They're not the good guys, but I feel like they're not necessarily the bad guys either. These are kind of like, they seem to be like the recruits, you know, like the people who the Absolute is recruiting. So they're not necessarily bad people, even though they seem a little bit, like, judging by that note that we found, it was a little bit spiteful and nasty. They're not the nicest people in the world, but I don't think they're like big bad. But the Githyanki, obviously, they are kind of like soldiers. They're very ruthless. The Absolute to them is their enemy, so I guess they're interrogating them to find out more, which is kind of understandable, but also their methods are very, very brutal. I think Dirge would somewhat agree and
the corpse
understand.
Regards you lifelessly.
I think where like Cordia would be kind of appalled but that they just shot this woman, like, you know, in the back as they were running away. I think Cordia would be really, really repulsed and appalled by that. But Dirge, I think, would be like, well, you can't let them run away. Like, what if they went and told the Absolute where the Githyanki creche is? You can't let them escape. He's a little bit more practical, logical, militaristic mindset. Cordia's a little bit more empathy. So yeah, let's just keep going because it's going to be a long episode otherwise. We know about the weapon. Do they know about, where are you from? What were you doing here? Who are you? I'm going to ask first. I mean, it makes sense that they would run. I don't know if we necessarily need to even ask this because, you know, obviously they were being taken for interrogation. That doesn't sound like something that I would want to voluntarily cooperate with. So, but we'll ask. Why were you so desperate to run?
Scared. Hurt. Bad things. Yankee. Torture.
Yeah, suspected as much. What do you know about this weapon?
Nothing. Was telling the truth. Didn't know anything.
Yeah, so these guys, they're just basically like the pawns. They're just like the new recruits. Like, they're not going to know any of the strategy. What were you doing here?
Path to Moonrise Towers. Absolute. Answering the call.
And what exactly is happening at Moonrise Towers?
Gathering. Coalescing. Preparing.
Preparing for what exactly? Oh, there you go. That's it. We've got that option.
Orders from the General.
Ooh, we've got more than 5. Excuse me. What general?
Chosen of the absolute.
Give me a name.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Okay. Let's go and get some more dead bodies and interrogate them. Our interrogation method is a bit different. Do they have anything on them? I'm presuming not.
So the Githyanki aren't fond of the cultists. Could be a good thing.
Yeah, it does make sense that they don't like them. Right, putting 2 and 2 together, the Githyanki don't like the Illithid, right? We've got Illithid tadpoles in our brains, so we know that these are mind flayer parasites, right? We've been told that. So we know that the Githyanki don't like mind flayers. So if the Absolute are using mind flayer parasites, the Githyanki are going to be investigating that. That makes perfect sense. Okay, everybody crouch again. What do we want to do? How do we want to try and get in this place? We could climb up, but there's also this open window here. Like, we could try this door, but it's presumably going to be locked, and maybe we don't want to go in.
Within the artifact, a feeling stirs. Uncertainty.
Your curiosity is getting the better of you. Do not let it. Stay away from the Githyanki.
Don't tell me what to do, Dream.
They're hunting you. They want the artifact. They'll stop at nothing to take it from you.
Not if they can't take it from me. We don't know. Dirge does not trust the voice in his head, right? He does not trust the Dream Guardian. He thinks it's a trick of the Illithid. So he's thinking, well, it would make sense for them to try and talk me out of going in here and, you know, cooperating with the Githyanki and, you know, getting the Githyanki on side. Of course, that evil Dream Visitor is against that. Cordia would be like, okay, Listery, whatever you say. So there's a lot of skeletons around here. Oh, what's this one got on them? Prayer to Lathander. Glory to you, bringer of the dawn. My wife and I have been trying to conceive for nearly 2 years now with no luck. We've been long followers of your blessed creed and visit Rosy Morn every 10 day to worship at your altar. Please, Lord, I know you've given us a lot already, but if you hear our prayer, grant us this one wish, and you will find us in your service tenfold. This is all that now stands between ourselves and everlasting joy. We have faith in you, Lathander, and are grateful for the many blessings of your light. So it does sound like he has a lot of followers, and they ask him, like, obviously he's he's a god of like dawn and new beginnings. So that would include birth. So that makes a lot of sense that they're kind of praying to him for that. Okay, so I do think we need to take a sneaky approach, and I'm going to be honest with you, I've just had a quick save.
What's in here?
Because I have a technique for this, and it worked super duper well the first time I tried it, but if that's going to go well this time or not, I don't...
What do you mean, too drunk? It's not possible.
We've got Captain Jack Kobold here. Okay, the others seem to be not looking at what we're doing, so Dirge is going to go ahead. And we're going to switch out his weapons. We're going to get rid of this Staff of the Crones. And we're going to bring back out our Assassin's Touch, the one we got for rescuing Sazza when they were going to throw us to the spiders, which gives us, I've got a hair on my lip, gives us an additional 1 to 4 necrotic damage to creatures that are knocked out or sleeping. Now, guys, I love kobolds. I don't really want to be hurting them, but I do need the XP if I'm going to be fighting the Githyanki. Do you know what? I'm gonna put passives on. Passives are on, so we're just gonna knock a few of them out, right? We're not necessarily gonna kill all of them. But let's sneak attack this guy. Like Dirge would like definitely look at kind of I don't know. Dirge is not the most empathetic of people. I feel like he's got a job to do. The kobolds technically are an enemy. If they noticed us, they would attack us. Kind of like if I show you, they're red, so they're not. There's no way of like talking to them or befriending them. Like they are enemy, but we will try and knock as many out as we possibly can. So there's a lot of like wine and camp supplies in here, which are useful, especially if you are fighting Githyanki. Because again, I'm assuming we're going to take some damage now. Some bottles here as well. So what I want to do, guys, I have a method for this. I'm going to go in turn-based mode. And I'm gonna, because when I get an attack on something, Dirge goes invisible, right? So I might be able to take these guys out one by one is what I'm hoping. So with my advantage, with my sneak attack and at my advantage, there you go, I'm now invisible. So I can get in here and kind of hide over here and they won't know where I've gone.
Breathe deep and move. Can't risk being in open view.
I should have shut the door though, shouldn't I?
Still in shadow.
I don't even know. Let's exit turn-based mode. I don't even know necessarily if they've noticed us. This is the thing. The rest of them are all still sleeping. So I'm going to shut that door. Get everybody else back over here out of the way.
False move.
And then we're going to go again. I'm going to go in turn-based mode. And there's this one here that I can try and get. Critical here. I didn't go invisible that time though. Is it because, oh, it's because I killed that one and I didn't kill that one. Okay. Well, hide.
Softer than a whisper.
Exit turn-based mode. This one's coming. Oh no, he might see me. No, no, no. Oh no, I'm in initiative. Okay, mistakes were made. Yeah, it's because I'm not killing them. Oh, they're all getting a go on me? Guys, I thought I rolled high on initiative. Oh, now they're not knocked out.
Reeks of spirits.
Wow, they did a lot of damage to me there as well. Okay.
What do I have to lose?
I didn't get him. Damn it. Okay, this is not going how I wanted it to go at all. Okay, go and jab him. Okay. Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I'm knocking them out, so my technique's not working. I'm gonna have to go back and do this again. I'm sorry, guys. That's what I get for being, like, trying to keep them alive. I could do it with all of them, but I really want to show you this technique because it's really, really, really fun to do. So I'm gonna leave everybody else outside, I think, this time. Ungroup. We don't all have to go in there. Dirge is like, I'm gonna go and scope the place out. I'm gonna go and check this place out.
What do you mean, too drunk? It's not possible.
And we're not going to do non-lethal attacks. We're going to do lethal attacks, unfortunately, because this is going to be my technique now.
Move with...
Why can't I sneak attack? Must be really... Oh, because I've not swapped my weapons over. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go to my rib cage and switch out Assassin's Touch for, yeah, that and Hunter's Dagger as well. There we go. Okay, the technique then. There we go. I'm invisible. Perfect. So now I can go in here. And I should be able to like hide as well. Enter. Right, let's just go through like this.
Time for bitter business. The light would fear to shine
no one's doing anything. So now I can come in. Okay.
Walk in death. That's a friendly looking shadow.
You see what I'm doing here, guys?
My patience wanes.
Actually, do you know what? Exit turn-based mode.
What to do?
He's running around. He's noticed. So let's get... Can I get that one? Why can't I sneak... Oh, I can sneak attack him. Ready? Oh, I didn't get him?
Someone's trying to nick our ale! Fire could be explosive.
Yeah, there's wine everywhere, so we could definitely use fire as a technique to get them. Can't have disadvantage. It's okay. Let's... There we go. We're invisible again. This is fine. So I'm going to run over... Where do I want to go? I want to kind of get up here if I can. Not enough movement. Oh, this one's right next to me. Have I got Misty Step? No, I can dash. I don't think he's got an opportunity attack on me because I'm invisible. He doesn't know where I am.
Don't waste
I think I can run up here with dash. Right, and they're all gonna, they don't know where I am basically. They think where that like ghost is, that's where they all think I am. So now if I hang out up here, they'll all have their go. They won't be able to find me and we'll go back into initiative. Yeah, okay. So now I can go again, right? This one's got 17. I want to get the ones with less health first because I'm more guaranteed to take them out in one hit and then more likely to go invisible again. So it's basically kill, go invisible because I've got that cloak because I'm dirge. There you go, still invisible. They don't know where I am. I can like run down. Sorry guys, the camera angles are awful. I can run back here. Right there, if they come searching, they're going to come here looking for me. So I'm going to also crouch just to be extra safe. See, he's like looking where I was, not where I am. I don't think he's going to be able to see me. He's searching for me, but I'm far enough away that he wasn't able to see me, and I'm out of initiative again. I want to go back into turn-based mode before my invisibility ends, basically. There we go. Oh no, they're all going before me. Oh no, they might detect my presence. Uh-oh. They're looking for me. He's seen me. He's seen me, but I am actually still... Oh no, he hasn't seen me. Wait, back up.
These boots have seen everything.
Okay. Okay. Still invisible. Let's go back in the room this time. So I'm gonna dash and try and get up this ladder. So basically I just keep moving so they don't know where I've gone, and they're going to inspect this area, but I'm actually up here. I could technically do another sneak attack, but I don't want to. Yeah, see, they've all gone outside now. Like, this sneaky approach is so good, and it's really good practice for me because I've never actually done like solo honor mode. So this is good practice. Oh no. Oh, oh, I didn't do it in time. Oh no. This is really good practice for me for doing, like, practicing for when I do solo honor mode, basically. To like figure out techniques like this. So I know I'm killing these little guys, and I don't really want to because I think they're really fun. Do I have advantage on anyone here? No. Okay. How much damage is this going to do? I think I need to go with my weapon attack for this.
May the gods take you first.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I'm okay. I can do this. Honestly, when I did this in testing, it worked perfectly. It worked so, so well. They're surrounding me, guys. I may have to get the rest of the team in. They're so mean to me. Do I have advantage on anyone? Can I take anyone out? No. Okay. Do you know what? I'm going back with the arrow. It's a shame I haven't got sneak attack. I could use fire, but I don't know. I like this method. Oh, well, I'm not doing enough damage for it though. Okay. I get attack of opportunity if I do that. Let's push him. That didn't work. Okay, I guess I just have to stand my ground. Don't go down, dude. I'm so sad because, like I say, when I did this in practice, it went so smoothly and beautifully. I felt like a military genius.
Death is close at hand.
Oh no! Catch us down, guys. That wasn't how that was supposed to go. Okay, the rest of the team needs to get in here because that went horribly, horribly wrong. You see what I was trying to do though, guys, right? You see the vision. Okay, can she sneak in without being seen? Everybody else is probably going to be seen. Okay. We've been seen. Oh no. Oh, we're in. Okay, we're in initiative. It's going. Okay, let me go. Let me have my turn, please, because I need to save Dirge. This needs to be a thing. Let's just start hitting them. Come on, Carla. Good job. This guy. Perfect. Action surge, because why not? And let's finish this guy off. Okay, good job. Move back a little bit so we're not stood in the wine or the blood. Okay, amazing. Will, in that case. Will, can you take on this little guy here with your Eldritch Blast, perhaps? Oh, path is interrupted. Come this way a little bit. Oh, its path is interrupted. Really? Okay, here we go. We have got the fires back up. I love that they like run in to help though. I love like the you know, what happened to Dirge? We lost contact. Let's go. Okay, come on. Lae'zel, can you get these two? Please tell me that you can. Oh, three. There's three left.
Fury.
One down. We've got the Great Weapon Master bonus action attack now because of that. Come on. Good job. And her extra attack because she's a level 5 fighter. I'm going to have to use my my arrow. I should have sent Lae'zel in. Forget Dirge. Lae'zel is the master strategist. So we're going to have to resurrect Dirge because he did die and use one of our scrolls, unfortunately.
I need to hold on.
Oh, Dirge, you silly Billy. Let's short rest. That'll get Karlach's bonus action thing back as well, her action surge. And I made a bit of a mess of that, but let's loot this area because you do get a lot of camp supplies from here. And I do intend to long rest at the end of this episode before we go deeper into the Githyanki Crash. Because obviously I need to get those... I need to get my health and my action surges back and things like that. Now, can you hear that slurping noise, guys? So there's like at least 3 barrels in here that actually have kobolds inside them. So if we watch here, the slurping noises are coming from these barrels, and there is like, if I attack it, a kobold will come out, which means I can actually go ahead and pick some of these up and potentially use them to fight other things, you know, if I was so inclined. I think I need to heal. Potion of greater healing, please. There we go. Okay. Let's keep looking. So, oh, Alchemist Fire. We love that. I could have used that in here.
If not over, then through.
I think, you know, sometimes it's a case of, like... Where's that noise coming from? Where are you? Where are you hiding, cheeky little kobolds? Yeah, sometimes I think it's this one here. Do you see it belching inside it? Let's pick that up. Yeah, sometimes I think it's a case of, like, I can do it off camera and all my attention is on playing. And sometimes when I play on camera, some of my attention is like, how does my wig look? What do you guys think? You know, explaining what I'm doing. So sometimes I think maybe my strategy isn't quite as good on camera as it is off camera. Plus I get like really bad rolls on camera. I swear, off camera, I'm an absolute military genius. Okay, keep on looting. You probably don't need to see me loot all of these things. But I do want to try and figure out which... I want to say it's this one is probably the other one that contains a kobold. So I just need to... Yeah, there you go. Did you see the gulp? Hey-ho. And then I think that's all of them.
Never a dull moment.
So if we can still hear the noises, those kind of slurping noises, that means there's another one lying around. But I think we've got them all now. Okay, I'll come back in and double check everything later.
Never wanted the easy path.
Just to see if we've missed anything. There's like fire wine barrels as well. Do you know what? I'll pick up a normal one. I might as well, because we don't know when that could come in useful. Ooh, what's this? Kobold journal? I want to read the kobold journal. A collection of drawings, some cruder than others. They're so fun. Like they're awful but fun. Most of them feature kobolds in varying degrees of nakedness. Some performing sexual acts on themselves, and some on each other. The final pages, however, feature a more varied subject: a soaring red dragon, Githyanki of various ages, and a surprisingly detailed description of wine bottles. That's so funny. So that's interesting that they're kind of keeping an eye on the Githyanki. I'm going to take all because we also have this ceremonial mace. Doesn't seem to do anything particularly special, but it is enchanted, which is interesting. So we'll figure out what we can do with that ceremonial mace in a little while. But again, I'm probably just going to come and kind of like get the scraps of the wine off camera. I think we need to kind of keep exploring now. So I did notice that there was a way to climb up here on these knotted roots. With his little one hit point missing. Oopsie daisy. Okay, am I ready for this? Am I feeling ready for this, guys? So there's something crying. Yeah, something's crying, Dirge. I noticed that too. What could it possibly be?
What's inside?
After the kobold fight not going exactly as I intended, I'm not sure if I'm ready for this next thing. Okay, let's separate, and we're going to have Dirge and Lae'zel grouped together and go over here. And I'm going to have Will and Karlach sort of stay over here. Group, what am I doing? Group together, group. Just kind of crouch over here. And then Dirge and Lae'zel will kind of inspect this room. I saw the cry coming from that area, so I think we need to kind of crouch and go in this door. Hiding failed. What has seen me? I know what's seen me, and again, it's a case of I don't actually want to fight these things. I don't really like fighting animals.
Prime spot for an ambush.
Grimishka. Okay, so these are like little cat creatures and they have a magic allergy. So it says magic allergy. Allergic to magic. If a spell or cantrip is cast close to the Grimishka, it might react to the magic and trigger a random effect. Now technically I feel like we don't necessarily have to come in and provoke an attack with these things. But I would quite like to look in these in here and get the books out of here just for kind of like context. They're not technically attacking us right now. Can I come in here and just kind of like stay away from them?
In red.
No, they're gonna attack me. They're mean guys. Mistakes were made. Right, so we don't use magic on these creatures. Magic is bad. I am gonna probably keep a little bit of range in that case and start trying to take them off with my weapons. I'm scared. No, I missed. Okay, in that case, do you know what, Lae'zel? Just run up and start jabbing. Let's go. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to hurt these creatures either because, you know, they kind of remind me of cats. But they're not cats. They're mean, okay? This one's only got 2 hit points. Can I, in that case, can I get about here? And can I use my cleave attack to get 2 at once? Yes, okay. So 1's down, and then we've got this one to deal with as well. Okay, good. Oh, I've got my bonus attack. Oh my god, she is such a warrior. I am obsessed with her. Fall back a little bit. Let's go out this way. Okay. Good job, Lae'zel. The Grimishka are going to get a go before Dirge, so I think what we need to do is bring Karlach and Will into the mix. Will, do not use magic. Magic is bad with these creatures. It triggers an allergic reaction. Oh, wait, hang on. Will hasn't been seen yet. Karlach's in the fight, but Will hasn't been seen. Will, come this way. Where can I get a good angle from? I can't. There's no such thing as a good angle. Okay. I think I can cast magic as long as I'm not close to them. So I think I can probably get them with a sweet little, what's it called? I can't think what it's called. Do you know what, Will? Just get in here. Just roll initiative. Go when you go. Okay. Let's see how this goes for us. Okay. End turn. This little guy's going to get a go. He's going for Lae'zel. Biting her.
Magic's out of the question then.
Yeah, magic sets them off. I heard that. Okay. Let's start going with our sneak attacks in that case. Again, range is probably a good thing right now. Normally, like what I've done before in the past, the first time I kind of did this, the waypoint's down here somewhere. And I climbed up here and jumped across here and tried to come in here, like trying to find like a sneaky way into the monastery. And as soon as I broke through this, I triggered the fight, and it wasn't good. It wasn't a good situation. So I do actually prefer coming in this way because you have like more entrances. Yeah, okay, we're invisible. That's a good thing. We like that when Dirge goes invisible. So I'm gonna run up here, I think. And just, you know, save that invisibility. I could have used the same technique for this fight, technically speaking.
Yes.
Right. Karlach, I feel like you're a bit more of an up close and personal type person. Is this considered magic if I use Hellcrawler? I'm a little bit scared that I might trigger their allergic reaction if I use that. Why can't I reach the destination? Is Will in front of me? Will.
This is my time.
Let's go ahead, Will, and I do think I want to use Scorching Ray. I think I'm far enough from them. Oh my god, Will, get in here.
Making my move.
I think I'm far enough away from them that I'm not going to trigger their magic allergy from this distance. Yeah, we're okay. Unfortunately, he didn't take any of them out. But let's go ahead and... Can I pommel strike? I've not got enough movement. In that case, do you know what? Go for Divine Favour. Why not? So his sword's going to do extra damage on his next turn. And then come over this way to where Dirge was. Again, drawing attention away from Dirge.
Let's go.
Okay. Karlach. 1's down. Okay. I guess run over then in that case and just start hitting. I don't have enough movement. That's okay. Because one thing she can do, I do have Hellcrawler, but again, I'm not sure if that's going to trigger the magic allergy. I can jump because my jump distance is pretty good. And if I turn on my shockwave that I get from my magic hammer that we got from Joaquin's Rest, Hammer Raft, I can do thunder damage but when I land.
This'll help.
There you go. So they both took 3 thunder damage, including their nest. I'm going to turn that off just in case I do it accidentally, and then I can start smashing, basically. I missed. Tenacity. That's okay. Action Surge. Go again. Okay, that's everything she has. I can't run away because it'll get an opportunity attack. Let's see how this goes. They're ignoring Dirge because he's invisible. They've all surrounded... Again, it's this mob attack energy that we also had with the kobolds. They just mob you. So they don't do a huge amount of damage, but it's like they overwhelm you like zombies. Okay. Lae'zel. You do have this one in front of you, so I guess we're just going to, like, bash them. Okay, good. This gives us our great weapon attack as a bonus action, so we'll go ahead and use that.
Will you break?
Okay, didn't quite take it out. That's okay. We can't use cleave, I don't think. It's once per short rest. I'm just going to go in and just hit it again. I missed. Okay, well, nice try.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Okay, Dirge. For some reason you can't use sneak attack. I don't know why, but I guess we can come up and just kind of jab one of these guys. Again, we are at a distance. I feel like I could use a spell because I'm far enough away that I could do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to back up a little bit again. I don't want to trigger the magic allergy. And I might go ahead and Ice Knife because I can get like 3 of them with Ice Knife. There you go. He's invisible as well, so I'm just going to move over this way. I could quick spell Finger. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then we can cast a cantrip as a bonus action. I've got Ray of Frost. Let's try and get this guy. He's got 1 hit point. No, not enough movement. I can't get the right angle on them. Right, never mind. We'll save that for another time. I could fly.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Okay, Karlach, it's your turn again. Do you know what? Punch this cat in the face. I'm sorry, guys. I love cats too. I would never do this in real life. They're not really cats. They're monsters, right? They're mean little guys. And we're gonna punch them. I'm gonna punch the one with 8 hit points. And I missed. I missed. Of course, I missed. Okay, that's what I've got.
Battle favors the fearless.
Will, get in here. There's a lot of ice around. Maybe the ice wasn't my best idea ever. Okay, do you know what? Lae'zel. No, Lae'zel's had her turn. Okay, Will. Back up and let's risk another magic. Let's go in. There's only 2 left. We might be able to get them with an Eldritch Blast each. No, path is interrupted. Why is the path always interrupted with you, Will? Get into a better position. It's my fault I put him in that position, but shush. There we go.
These things is more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah, so it can have like mad reactions if you use magic around them. I do not recommend it. Lae'zel, with your amazing dexterity that I think I remembered to apply to you this morning. Yes, I did. Can you come and lockpick this?
A minor hindrance.
Honestly, this is more trouble than it's worth. You don't actually have to go in this room. You can ignore this room entirely. I am here for the lore and the critical fail. Try again, these two. Why does this always happen? I have such bad luck when I'm on camera. Oh my god, Lae'zel. Seriously. It's fine, we've got plenty of thieves' tools. Finally. Thank you, Lae'zel.
I can do
Thank you for
better.
your contribution. Oh no, I've grouped everyone. Oh no, oh no. Hang on, wait a second. Things have gone wrong. Right. Dirge, I want Lae'zel with you, Karlach with you, and Will with you, please. Everyone else can stay where they are. Okay, let's open this up. So we've got an elixir of necrotic resistance, nice, and his holy blood version 3, volume 3, Dawn Master Faseed. So the Mistral commemorates the founding of Rosimore Monastery. For my sins, what was it called? Dawn Master. Dawn Masters are like clerics of Lathander. No, what's he called? The Morning Lord. Is he Lathander? Yeah, he's Lathander. I got mixed up because there's also Cerulean Leviathan. I can't say his name properly, and I get those 2 gods mixed up. Yeah, so Dawn Master Faseed is going to be like a monk, basically. The Dawn Masters are clerics of Lathander. This missal commemorates the founding of Rosimore Monastery. For my sins, it's only just occurred to me that I had lacked in my record keeping of late. But then again, we have been busy. In our fray with the Sharan, that's who Shadowheart prays to, she's a Sharan, the goddess Shar. With our fray with the Sharan thieves, we retrieved the blood. But one of the heretics sinned most heinously, I can't pronounce anything today apparently. They struck the amber encasing his blood with a maul of pure void, damaging the most holy relic. So whatever the blood is, we know it's a relic and it might be damaged. As if knowing of this blasphemy, the exposed blood shone with an unbreakable radiance, reducing the Sharan horde to dust for us to sift from this now holy ground. So this relic, this blood, I think this might be something we want. It sounds like a powerful weapon. The relic became far too unstable to carry back to Hap. Thus we fashioned a simple chapel around ourselves here, and we've encased the blood within steel to be wielded as a most righteous cudgel against those who sit in shadow. So it's some kind of mace or like a blunt weapon. To keep it from the lustful sacrilege of thievery, our simple chapel will become a great monastery, and the blood shall be secreted away with a great many more wiles than it was before. I find it hard to fathom that we left such an artifact in such an obvious open space to begin with. Alas, his light singes away the mistakes of the past, leading to a more fortuitous dawn indeed. So this sounds like a holy weapon, basically, that can do a huge amount of damage to a huge amount of people. And the original people who are looking after it seem to have been slain by the Githyanki. And we don't know if we can trust the Githyanki yet. We don't know if they're going to be on our side or not. That Kithrak Voss definitely seemed to be a little bit shady, perhaps. And so I think it's better in our hands than anyone else's hands, quite frankly. Like, we're basically liberating an artifact. It belongs in a museum, and that museum is my pocket. So I think we should go and look for that. I'm going to keep this just in case we need to refer back to it at any point. And then also there's one over here as well. So Lozelle, could you possibly do the honours, please? Lockpick.
Small hurdle.
Can you do the honours? There we go. Okay. Alright, let's have a look at what this
today. Is. How many die tomorrow?
The Parables of Doormaster Beside. An epic looking tomb that opens with the illustrated panel of Doormaster Beside riding into battle against an army of Sharan clerics. In his raised hand, his trusted battle axe is sharp and glinting in Lathander's light. So the fact that Doormaster Beside has a battle axe is going to come back around. We're going to be interested in that information in a little while. With haste. So again, I'm probably going to do this off camera, but you can go around and loot all these cats. And you get these Grimishka tails off them, which give you Wizard's Bane oil. So you're probably going to want to go and get all of those if you're interested in alchemy. There's this little side room. Do I have the key for this? I do not have the key for this. There's another way in there, so I'm not too bothered about going in there just yet. Let's keep looking around. Record of complaints. A dust-covered tome of complaints to the Dawnmaster. Whoever allowed a pilgrim to pay for wine with a... This is funny. Who allowed a pilgrim to pay for wine with a cat? And what sort of cat even is this? One of my novices told me they saw it grow to the size of a humongous hound. That was moments before it attacked. The poor novice didn't even stop trembling for a 10-day. Please, I beg you, can we just accept gold for goods like ordinary folk? And for God's sake, call on someone to get rid of that nasty animal. So it looks like the animal kind of made its like nest here and kind of bred a little bit. We can actually open the nest. Ooh, Wizard's Bane oil and balsam. I don't mind if I do. Another Grimishka there. Okay, and then over here we have this potion of animal speaking recipe. Well, do you know what Dirge does like? His potions of animal speaking, so we'll take it. All right, we can also make our way kind of outside. So back down here in the back area of the where we fought the kobolds, we can kind of come up here and get out onto this rooftop. So I think we probably want to make our way out there right now.
What's that?
Yeah, this is basically just another way in. So I don't recommend fighting the Grimishka unless you want the XP. So what you can do if you do fight the kobolds is come up this back way and climb up here and come through here, and that's going to get you to the same place. And you can basically just entirely ignore that room if you didn't want to do that.
Still alive.
Again, I feel really bad. I don't really want to fight the kobolds, and I don't really want to fight the Grimishka.
That might be worth a look.
But I do need the XP, and I am trying to show you everything there is to show you on camera. So I would probably miss that. I'd probably just not do that if I was playing off camera on my own. Especially in honor mode, because I think it's like an unnecessary fight. So depending on how confident you feel that you could handle it, it's not too hard. It's not as hard as like the Githyanki would be to fight. So going through here into this room, there's this very, very interesting looking room with all these altars and this stained glass window on the floor.
The monastery's notable keepers adorn these intricate panels. Lathendarian monasteries of this size were usually overseen by dawn masters, esteemed members of the clergy.
Is it frozen? What's happening? And anything else to say? We're just kind of sitting here now. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna press escape. There we go. Okay, so we can choose which one we're gonna look at. The one that's missing is Doormaster. What's his name? Versailles or Vasile or something?
Dawnmaster Vasaid wielding. The rest of the inscription and picture has shattered away.
So I think we do know that he needs a hammer, so we'll remember that. We've also got Dawnmaster Seed.
The reconsecration of the monastery.
Oh no, he's got a hammer.
By Dawnmaster Seed.
Okay, yeah, we want to get this right. We want to put the right things in the right places, basically.
Evensong before the Zenith Day, celebrated by Dawnmaster Stockhold.
He doesn't have anything in his hands. But Dawnmaster Welkin Glory.
Dawnmaster Welkin Glory beckons forth the rising sun in Lathander's name.
He has that big sword, right? So if I leave now and I look at the one that's glowing here, there's a ceremonial longsword and a plaque.
Better not be cursed.
So the plaque is next to this one here.
Dawnmaster Welkin Glory.
So Dawnmaster Welkin Glory is this one here, and he's got a sword, and there's a sword on here. So we can presume that what we have to do, because we've actually got a ceremonial mace, is match the right ceremonial weapon to the right podium. But we have this one here that's damaged, and this guy here who like doesn't have a weapon. But we can logically figure out which one goes where. So we've got one of the weapons, we need to go and get the other two basically, and I'm going to show you where they are because I do know. So right here, this is over the entrance, so there's the woman that got killed. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? Sims team, if anyone from the Sims team happens to watch this, can I get these tiles, these absolutely beautiful tiles in the Sims please, because they are absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, this whole area is stunning. Like the lighting coming through and everything. Like honestly, Baldur's Gate, if anyone from Baldur's Gate is watching, the art design team, the world, environment, FX teams, stunning. But yeah, that's the door that we can't get through basically. So if we go over here, we just need to kind of like jump across. There's this curious door that has this effect on it, enchanted door. Not going to comment on that. It says, Morning Lord's Bulwark. Lathander's warding light protects this door from any harm, dealing less than 50 damage. So I don't understand what that means, dealing less than 50 damage, but I don't want to mess with that door. There's a couple of skeletons here. Nothing too interesting on them. Let's keep looking. There's this door here as well. So if we just go through here, oh, there's a book. Old maintenance records. Reminder to the caretaker, when oiling the machine, make sure you don't grease the statues themselves. Stones become loose of late and has a tendency to slip. Novice Petron was rumoured to have triggered a full spin once. What? What does that mean? What machine? But it does seem like something's been damaged over here. So over here there's this crumbling wall that nobody's noticing, apparently.
That's curious.
There we go. Good job, Will. And this skeleton here as well. Okay. So, Will, if I could get you to kind of blast this wall open. Because crumbling walls, they normally don't like force damage, and Eldritch Blast has force damage. So that's kind of what my logic was there. Can I ungroup Dirge?
Still in control.
I'm going to have a little look
Just
over here. So, this guy here, this Guardian of Faith, Now, by the time I encountered him, I knew what he was, because the first playthrough that I did, I missed the Githyanki Creche entirely. Like, I just completely didn't realise any of this was here. I'd continue playing, and as you level up a cleric, so someone like Shadowheart, Guardian of Faith is a spell that we're going to be able to get at one point, and it's a pretty cool spell, because basically anyone who gets into his range, he can attack. Which means we don't want to annoy this guy, and we want to stay out of his range, basically. But I can see here on the floor is the ceremonial battle axe. So I need to go in and get that, basically.
Eager for battle.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to have everybody out here hide and come out of the way.
Unseen.
Because it can't move. This statue thing can't actually move. So it's not like it can like follow us and chase us. So if I can get it and then run away, I'll be fine. But I do want to explore the room a little bit.
Guardian of Faith spell. And a remarkably long-lasting one at that.
Yeah. So let's kind of go around the edges and kind of not interfere with anything kind of within that circle for a second. So there's this broken cabinet we can check, nothing there. There's a skeleton. He's got something on him, Last Notes of a Monk. This book is redolent with the enticing spell of paper and ink. It's a little bit small on my screen, I can't quite read it. Let's read that. To whom it may concern, if this is found, this is a journal of Brother Wellen, novice of Lathander, documenting the Githyanki attack on Rosimorn Monastery for posterity. The Githyanki launched their attack at dawn. Very fitting for the Dawn Master, right? For the God of Dawn, Morning Dawn Lord. A few of us managed to barricade ourselves in a room and summoned a Guardian of Faith to protect us, or at least buy us some time to figure out what to do to get out of here. No ideas yet, but we have faith. Didn't get them very far, unfortunately. Lathander will preserve us in our time of need. The Githyanki seem to have backed off. Morning Lord be blessed. They haven't hammered on the door for a while now, but it's hard to say if they've given up their attack altogether. Need to wait it out and see. I knew it was too good to be true. A Githyanki managed to make its way through the window. Fortunately, the Guardian of Faith took care of it, but I'm sure the others will come. Still, that smashed window is giving me an idea of an escape plan. Still trapped. Just heard a roar. I think it might be a dragon. If it is, the rest of the journal has been burnt away. So apparently the dragon got this guy. Poor guy. I think he probably should have tried to make his escape a little bit sooner, perhaps. I don't know. Yeah. Waiting it out in this room didn't seem like the best plan. Let's have a look in the mirror.
Not bad. I've had better days. And worse ones.
Okay. Over here as well, there's a little chest hiding in the corner with some spells. We love this one, Scroll of Sunbeam. Very nice, very mindful, very demure, very cutesy. I will stop doing that because it's definitely getting old.
Are watching me.
Yeah, so now time to grab this thing and run. So what I think I'm going to do is get as close to this wall as I can do. I could potentially try and use like Mage Hand or something perhaps, but I'm basically just gonna move it as close to me as I possibly can. We've triggered the fight, but I'm gonna pick it up and I'm just gonna run away because again it's not ranged, right? It's melee only. So if I just basically like run away, I can flee battle and there's nothing that thing can do. So dash. Let's go down here. That's as far as I can get. See, can't do anything. Can I flee? Enemy too close. Okay, I need to get a little bit further away. Enemy too close. Okay, jump down here. Go a little bit further this way. There's a guy on the floor here. Flee combat. There you go. So that is a really, really, really easy part of the puzzle to solve. And look at this absolutely gorgeous camp that we've got now that we're in the creche area. So I can just basically just go back out to where I was and it's fine. Like that is done. We don't have to bother with that anymore. What I think I might do with Dirge, sorry, that is a weird angle again. What I might do with Dirge while we're down here though is kind of explore this little area a little bit. Just before we go back up to meet the others. There's more skeletons around. I do feel really bad for the monks, right? They seem like good people. And, you know, to have their monastery destroyed and invaded, it's not very nice. But I don't know, maybe the Githyanki aren't looking for our weapon, right? Maybe they're not looking for the Githyanki device, the mysterious artifact. Maybe they're looking for the blood of Lathander. Possibly. What's this?
Arskel Stockhold, Dawnmaster. From death, life.
This is the one that was missing, that was damaged, and we couldn't see what weapon he had. So do you know what? Let's investigate, because this might be where one of the weapons is like hiding as well. Let's have a look. No, just a rusty mace. We've already got the ceremonial mace, so this isn't the one that we need. I'm not going to take his stuff, but I do want to read this. Dawnmaster Stockhold, master of his craft. Beloved Dawnmaster Stockhold, buried with a ceremonial mace, in honour of the many humble maces he wielded in his lifetime, as he purged the evil from this land. So Stockhold is the mace. We need to remember that, right? Stockhold, mace. Let's work our way back up to where we were. Like this little area that we can explore as well in a little while. Like we can come back here, we can come back and explore this way and like down here as well. But I do want to kind of like solve this puzzle in this video. I don't want to be doing like too many things. So let's go through this way. So the next thing that we have to do, we've got basically 3 ceremonial weapons out of 4. The one that was originally on the stand, the ceremonial mace that we got from the kobolds, and the, what was the other one that we just got? Was it like a war pick or something? Battle axe, and the battle axe as well. So I think we're looking for a hammer now. And I happen to know where that hammer might be. So I'm actually going to short rest before I do this.
That should more than suffice.
This can be a little tiny bit dangerous. I'm going to get Karlach and Will to kind of go over here and keep out of the way.
Light as air.
And hopefully I can do this without triggering a fight. I am going to save again. Alright, so I have done this before and I do have an idea of what I want to do. I want a potion of animal speaking. So if I look in my little potion pouch, I should have a few of those. There we go, there's one there. And then I'm going to go ahead and climb up here. Lae'zel should be following me, I think. And this is... I don't know if this is the blue jay's nest, to be honest. It does look a little large. We found the eagles, basically.
Intruder! In my nest! This area was meant to be safe! Xavier, get behind Mummy!
You know, like that little blue jay he was thieving nests as well, and he's accusing the eagles of stealing his nest. And I don't know if he was telling the truth, quite frankly, because this is a big mummy eagle. She needs a big nest. It feels suitable for her, and she's just trying to keep a safe place for a little baby eagle. So I don't know. I feel like the blue jay, I feel like that we shouldn't have taken that mission. You know, it feels like that's the wrong thing to do. I am going to say, so that on the other side of the nest, which we haven't really seen yet, there is a big device. So I'm going to say, I'm just interested in the big device. I promise not to meddle with the nest. Let's see if he has the riz today. Guidance me, guys. Guidance me. Yay! Thank you. It worked. Perfect.
Fine. Xavier! Xavier! Don't talk to it. It might have germs.
Okay, so I'm a little bit nervous, honestly, here. I'm going to ungroup from Lae'zel. We do not want to go in the nest. If you go in the nest, you will trigger a fight. So you have to kind of come around the edge and be really careful, because there's lots of like twisting vines. And obviously you don't want to like set fire to these, because it could trigger a fight with like mummy eagles. She could take that as a sign of hostility. So I'm just going to be careful and kind of jump over those. And then I do want to say hi to Xavier.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
You can pass, but you're not to talk to me. Gross.
Again, you can get into a fight with these, but it feels entirely unnecessary to me. It's very easy to accidentally trigger the fight with them, so be careful about that. But look at this machine. So this must be what they were talking about when they were talking about like oiling the machine, but be careful because the stones are getting slippy, right? It looks like some of the stones have like fallen away
Looks
here.
to be a powerful weapon. I wonder if it was used on the Githyanki nearby.
I mean, this is presumably like the blood of the Lathander, right? It did say it was like encased in metal and it could like destroy lots of Githyanki. And down here as well, like this statue, I'm wondering if it's like a beam of light that kind of like goes through, or this, like if it works like a laser or something. Like, and if they're fighting Githyanki as well, like there's something over there as well. Like it makes sense that they need like a big kind of like sky laser because like the Githyanki are kind of like astral, right? So I don't know. I actually genuinely, I'm not sure about some of that information.
They will die for you.
What I can do as well though, if I run over this way, so over here, this section here, this is kind of like above where the Grimishka were. So if we kind of like look down there, you can see kind of like that's where the Grimishka are. But if we run all the way to the front of the temple over here, there's a skeleton. It is absolutely stunning. Like, look at this thing. I pressed the wrong button. Look at this thing. It's like, it's gorgeous. I wish I could move around in tab mode like I can in The Sims.
Is that blood?
No. This
Never mind.
ancient Githyanki warrior has a slate on him. And so let's read that. This stone disc has Githyanki runes carved into it. Below them is a translation in common tongue. Location good, close to the road but secluded. Building looks well fortified. Defense minimal. Seems to be a religious building. Space ample. Underground hidden. Was easy enough to sneak in without being observed. Prime spot for a crash. Suggest immediate occupation. Milar Rithal, is that his name? So I'm going to take that.
Looks like a Githyanki if the armor is anything to go by.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, this is obviously some sort of scout who came down looking for a crash. So the Githyanki, they are kind of bad, you know, they are kind of brutal and self-serving, very militant. They're not very nice. So again, we can look down here, and this is kind of like where the waypoint is, just to kind of orientate you a bit. And you can jump down here as well to get into that room that had the locked door. But again, that's something that I'll do off camera because, again, looting can be a little bit time consuming. We only have so much time per episode. So if there was anything particularly interesting, I would show you. So let's go back over here, because again, I do have a little bit of a plan for this. I'm just going to kind of stand here. And because we spoke to Alfira all the way back in Act 1 in the Druid's Grove, and we learned how to play Lahala's lute, I'm just going to give these eagles a little bit of a song. Maybe like old-time battles. They might like something like that. Yeah, they love it. They love the music. Okay, Lozelle.
Will be done.
What I need from you, my lovely, if we're very, very careful. Oh, that was coming back. Okay, wait. Okay, carefully, because we want to do this when they're not looking at us. I'm going to hide. Oh, no. Oh, damn it. I didn't get it right. I didn't get the timing right. Okay, let's do it this way. Enter turn-based mode. They're not looking at me. Hide. Okay, if I sneak up to the nest, you can see here inside this nest there's a dead kobold, which is weirdly funny to me, and the ceremonial warhammer. So I'm gonna get that, hopefully, and just drag it towards us. Can I drag it towards me? Yes, I can. Without going too far into that nest. And then I'm going to grab it. And then I'm going to get back here and basically skedaddle. We're getting out of here. There we go. She can move. Her movement is so good. Okay. And then I'm going to exit turn-based mode.
Nothing hurts
And Dirge is
anymore.
like, I hope you enjoyed my song. I don't think he's playing very well. I think he kind of failed. But nice to talk to you. Have a good day. Oh no, we were spotted. We were spotted. They realised. Oh no, okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to try and make my way out of here. Oh no, I was entangled. Oh, that is not good. That is not good. Again, I didn't want to fight these things. I was going to flee combat, guys. Do I have arrows of transportation? Transposition? Yeah, arrow of transposition. Okay. Who has those? Astarion has them. Okay, I'm going to shoot an arrow of transposition as far as I can. So all the way over there. Where do I want to go? Where's the best place to go? Yeah, I'm going to go there. Mobile, entangled, immobile. I know I'm immobile, but I'm not trying to move. I'm trying to... Oh, I thought it'd let... Oh, it worked. It worked. Okay. I didn't think it was going to let it work, but it worked. Okay. All right. They only know where I am. I can't flee combat yet. They're going to get a turn on me, but I think I might be okay on the next turn. If they don't kill me immediately. So I don't want to go towards Lae'zel either, right? I don't want to... I wanted to be friends. I only wanted your hammer. Oh my god. They've summoned, like... 3 more eagles, like daddy eagles coming, guys. We've got to run. We've got to run. Okay, dash. Come over here. I hope this is going to let me flee combat. I hope this is far enough. Oh, there's a chest here. Oh, I didn't know that was here. Holy Lance Helm. Creatures who miss their attack rolls against the wearer must make a dexterity saving throw or take radiant damage. That sounds like something that Shadowheart or Will might like, so I'll send that over to them. Can I flee combat? I can. Okay, we're safe. We're okay. I didn't want to fight the eagles, guys. I didn't want to do it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to a different waypoint because I don't want to go anywhere near them. Let's go to the Rosimore Monastery waypoint. Okay, and hide. I don't need it. Let's stay away from the eagles. Okay. I'll show you the other way up then in that case, now that we've defeated the Grimishka. So you can come up here and you can jump across. And again, this is the mistake I made, not knowing the Grimishka that were there. Knife in the dark. And I found myself in a whole load of trouble. I can't get to it. Okay, that's fine. I'll use my arrow. This is going so wrong. This episode is not going according to plan at all. It never does, to be honest. I don't even have Will to help me get through here. I'm just having to like fire 1 arrow at a time. Why is this my life? Why is this the way that this is happening? What are my cantrips? Do I not even have like Fireball? What about Ice Knife? Sorry, Ray of Frost. That was a bit more effective. Okay, jump in here. And run back through, and again we're just trying to make our way back to where Lae'zel and Karlach and everybody are. So they're inside here. Here they are. So let's go ahead and start grouping everybody again. And thankfully the eagles seem to be leaving us alone for now. Let's finish this puzzle and this episode. So I think I'm going to do this and then long rest.
Notable keepers adorn these intricate
okay, Dawnmaster Seed. What do you have?
Consecration of the monastery.
He's got a hammer.
Conducted by Dawnmaster Seed.
Okay, Dawnmaster Seed with the hammer. I think is this one.
Dawnmaster Seed.
I don't know why you had to stand on it, Dirge, to be honest. Karlach, get off there. You're not meant to be stood on there. So if you do this wrong, like the weapon basically attacks you. It's quite funny, to be honest. So the hammer is to Steed. Who has the hammer? Is it Lae'zel? Okay, Lae'zel. Put that on there, please. Lae'zel, what are you doing? There, put that on there. There we go. We got it right because it lit up. Okay. Next one. So the next one is...
What's going on?
This one here. Who... Let's have a look. What does this one say?
Dawnmaster Stockhold.
Okay, Dawnmaster Stockhold is the one that we dug up and he had a mace. So we're going to put the mace on this one. There we go. which means that the one that's broken must be this third one, which we did know actually, because I think we read a book that mentioned it, that he has the battle axe. So there we go. So now this wall has opened up in the middle of the room, and we have a cute little pouch.
What's in here?
And inside the cute little pouch is this really interesting Dawnmaster crest. This unusually shaped crest bears the markings of a Lathandarian high priest, but its practical function is unclear. And a note to the next Dawnmaster. To the next Dawnmaster. So this would be like the head priest, like, and there's been 4 different ones, like consecutively. I don't think we're going to make it, but the blood is secure. We closed it off with magic. Only one of our own can take it. Shadowheart, this sounds like a job for you with all your light spells. If anyone else tries, the walls will fall and they won't get out of here alive. Should that happen, pray for Rosymore Monastery, but do not mourn. It's for the best. In death, new life always. So he's kind of like the judgment card in tarot, this guy. Like after death comes new.
This blood sounds important. Could it still be here somewhere?
It does sound important, doesn't it? So I guess it's not the thing on the roof, because they said that it was secure and that was very open and vulnerable. So maybe that's connected to it somehow. But I'm just going to take that pouch and we're going to kind of see where that leads us. But I think, honestly, this episode has been a lot, and I am definitely not ready to go fighting Githyanki right now. I think we should probably just long rest, regroup, have a chat with a few people, and see what everybody thinks about this situation. In fact, does anyone have anything to say now?
Hey, you.
No, nobody has anything to say. Okay, that's fine. Let's go to camp. A long rest, and then we'll call it there. I think that's been a pretty solid episode though. We've done quite a lot. It's been a bit of a faffy puzzle solving kind of platformer, but that's okay. There was a bit of fighting. Again, you don't have to fight the kobolds, the Grimishka, or the eagle. You can just go straight past them all. I do recommend solving that puzzle though. You can actually, honestly guys, if you want to save time, you can just go and lockpick that wall. Like, you don't even have to do the puzzle. But I want to show you guys what the intention is, how that puzzle's solved. I want to show you everything on camera that the game has offered us. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get Cordia and that gang. Regroup. Okay, is everybody ready? Let's go to camp. We've had a lovely day hiking in these beautiful mountains, but I am quite tired now. On the bare minimum. Same girl. And yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead and sleep and chat. Let's end the day. Restore, yes, do that thing. Karlach wants to speak.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Dirge, your wife has something to say?
We get along quite well, I think.
Hey, soldier, well, I'm not feeling so good. My engine is getting worse. Feels like it's going to burst out of my chest. We need to catch up with Damon. See if he's thought of a way to fix this thing. If it can be fixed.
Abso-freaking-lutely. The only problem is Damon has left the Druid's Grove now. He left with the Tieflings. You remember we had like the Tiefling party and we actually got together with Karlach? He kind of has gone on the road to Baldur's Gate with them, and so we don't know where they are currently, but hopefully we can catch up with them. I like this answer for Dirge. You're tough. That thing in your chest won't overpower you.
Tell that to the Inferno where my heart was, soldier. Actually, don't. I don't want to piss it off.
I like you when you're sweaty, Karlach. Is there anything else we can say?
What are you thinking about?
Thinking about getting a bit hot and spicy under the covers with you. What do you think I'm talking about?
Where would you start?
I'd start by tracing every curve of your body with my fingertips. He's getting a bit more romantic in his old age, this Dirge. The more we travel with him, the more soppy he gets.
You give me chills, baby. No mean feat at my temperature. Gods, we better find a way to cool me off soon. I'm not sure how much more of this I can take.
Oh Give me chills, baby. Okay, adore her. I think I'll have Cordia speak to Astarion. He's on her team at the moment.
Ah, my favorite traveling companion.
Okay, bye. So it doesn't seem that they've got anything new to say at the moment, but we'll double check.
I do enjoy our conversations. What do you need?
Nothing, it's absolutely fine. I forgot that Halsey was travelling with us. Let's go and say hi to Halsey and see if he's got anything to say.
You wish to speak?
I'm going to save that for another time. We'll ask those questions later because it's not relevant to what we're doing right now. Will, would you like to show me how to dance yet?
You've got something to say?
Yes, I want to see your moves, both outside and inside the bed sheets. And yeah, let's keep on that note. Oh, Shadowheart. Okay, Cordia, come talk to Shadowheart. I don't think anyone has anything new to say, to be honest.
Carry me. I have a lot on my mind.
I can't believe I'm actually venturing into a Gith stronghold again, voluntarily. This had better pay off.
Oh gosh, yeah, high risk for Shadowheart. Like, the fact that she's already been in one. Like, some of her team died trying to get this artifact out and away from the Githyanki in the first place, and then she's going back in. It does feel a bit like a ridiculous thing for her to do. And again, I was going to intend to keep them in the Underdark and for them to take that route, but the game isn't letting me. So, I think Cordia is quite an optimist. You know, the Githyanki will help us because, again, the Githyanki hate the Illithid. That whole thing is like a war between them for, you know, since thousands of years ago. So if they are like, you know, we need you to help us fight this cult that's using the Illithid parasite and infecting people, like, you feel like they would be on board with that, you know, the enemy of our enemy is our friend sort of situation. But I like the optimism of this one, and I think I'm going to choose this. Whatever happens, we will be able to manage. If we work as a team, friendship will save us.
I've seen them at work before. I wasn't alone in my mission. All those who were sent with me were slain by Githyanki blades. They must want that artifact back badly if they're dispatching red dragons in pursuit of it. But we cannot afford to lose it. I wish I'd never been sent on this mission.
It had better be worth it. She did. I don't know why she didn't say that. Your mission is irrelevant to me, Dirge answer. Again, they've both had mother superiors in one way or another. So it does seem to be important to your mother superior.
Yes. And she acts as Lady Shah's voice amongst mortals. She must be doing the Night Singer's bidding. I just don't know what it all means. All will be revealed in due time, I hope.
As a cleric, she'd say something like, well, it's not for us mortals to understand the machinations of the gods. I'm sure she has a place for you and a reason for asking you to do this. You are the one that survived after all. She must have a lot of faith in you, that sort of thing. Yeah, I think that's it for there. But let's see if Lae'zel has anything extra to say, because, you know, this is her whole mission. The reason why we're here is because she was so determined to get here. I'm so struck by this area. It's just such a beautiful region in the game. Really, really gorgeous. So yes, why are you crouching? Practicing your sneaking technique? Good, we'll need that.
The Kresh must be nested in that temple. Our cure is close.
Indeed. Oh, I was hoping we'd be able to Rizza tonight. Okay. Okay. I was hoping we'd get the romance scene with Lae'zel, but it's not happening, unfortunately. I could use the keys, but I would rather for it to occur naturally. Why are you stood so close to the edge? Cordia, step away from the edge. What are you doing?
Have I been this way?
All right,
before?
let's long rest and just see if we get anything extra here. Let's long rest with Cordia.
Here goes nothing.
I'm scared. I'm scared. Run away! The kobolds are back. The ghosts of the I can't speak. The ghosts of the kobolds have come back to haunt us. Hurry towards the sound. Logical thing to do. Oh, it's the owlbear. And Scratch. Are you okay? Oh, he looks like he's had a bad dream. He looks like he's shaking. Are you two friends? What's going on? I thought something was wrong. He's fine. Look how cute he is.
Just a bad dream. It's all right.
Goblins had me in a cage. Poked me with pointy sticks.
Hush now, it was just a nightmare. We're safe here with Mistress. He'll settle in. Give it a little time.
My heart, the way Scratch is looking after him. I'm getting like goosebumps on the back of my neck. Like, it's so sweet. He's taken, like, I know like the owlbear is an owlbear, but Scratch is taking him under his wing, which is just adorable. Mistress. I want to say all the things. Let me say all of them. You two looked cozy together. My tummy rumbled there. You two looked cozy together. Bad dreams aside.
He's still young. I remember Gonwick would let me sleep under his cloak when I was a pup. It helps.
And again, this is so perfect for the whole nature versus nurture theme that's coming up in this video, because, you know, Gonwick has shown Scratch love and affection and protection, and now he's paying that forward to others, to the owlbear. And so now he's teaching the owlbear how to do that as well, which again, like the Githyanki are teaching their kids, you know, how to fight, how to be ruthless. And so, you know, it's just an interesting thing. I feel bad about selling, guys, please don't hate me for selling the owlbear egg and like hurting the animals in this video. Like, I don't know what happens. Basically, the owlbear egg thing, I know what happens if you give that woman the Githyanki egg, if you get it, if we get one, bad things can happen. It feels like a really bad thing to do, and I definitely don't want to do that. I've never done it. I've just kind of, I have agreed to do it and then not given her it, like kept it. And I've never done that. I've never given her the owlbear egg. I don't think I've ever had the owlbear egg when I've talked to her before. So I was quite excited to see that, and I'm quite excited to see if that does anything interesting and new further down the line. I'm curious to see how that plays out. So please forgive me my curiosity. From what I understand, we can't hatch the owlbear egg. There's no way of us kind of doing that. Let me know if I'm wrong, if you know any better in the comments, without doing too many spoilers for like what we're doing. So basically the owlbear egg, you can sell it, you can use it as camp supplies, but other than that it's kind of useless. And I'm like, oh, this is what I'm meant to do with the owlbear egg. This is the story for the owlbear egg. So I'm very, very excited to explore that. Yeah, so, and again, like, I feel so bad about, like, I don't want to hurt the Grimishka. Like, I love them. If in my own off-camera playthroughs, I'm probably just going to leave them alone and not go in that room. So, yeah, and just not get those books. It doesn't really feel worth it to me. I don't want to fight the eagles, which is why I ran off. And I don't want to fight the kobolds because they're such funny little guys. Like, I kind of love them. I wish that we could adopt one of the kobolds and have them as like a companion. But like, again, I have one in D&D. Like, one of my players has one. And they make such funny little, like, cartoonish companions. And I would love that. I would love a kobold companion. But as far as I know, I don't think you can. So I wish that there were more options. Like, I wish you could talk to the kobolds. I wish you could, like, I wish they were like yellow instead of red when you first go down there, and you could like make a deal with them and get them to fight the Githyanki for you and things like that if you need to do that. And like the same with like the Grimishka. Like, I wish the Baldur's Gate had realised that there's going to be a lot of people who love animals, like, and all animals, even like the monster kind, and gave us more options to not necessarily have to fight them. I mean, you can just walk around them, but then I feel like you're missing the gameplay of that, so I don't know. Hopefully you guys aren't too mad at me for that. Alright then, so long as nobody's getting hurt.
No hurt, scratch? Never.
Easy now. The Guardian's just looking out for us.
Did you just call me mistress just now?
I suppose I did. You've been good to us. To both of us. Gonwick would be happy I'm with you, I think.
Like it here. Warm fire. Scratch reminds me of Big Brother.
It's so cute. Wait, did you say you have a brother?
Used to. Mother ate him.
Oh, maybe you're better off with us then. Well, you're both welcome here. Double scritches! Yay!
Thank you.
I'm sad we didn't get approval for that. I wanted approval off everybody for the double scritches. You do get an achievement for that. I've already got it, but we would have unlocked an achievement, I believe, for the double scritches. It's so cute. I love them so much. Look at them, like, playing together over there. They're so adorable. Like, they're having so much fun together. I love them so much. Okay. Right, so in the next episode, we're gonna head back to the Githyanki crash and go and try and find a way in. I definitely saw a few different options for like how we can navigate into that space and kind of keep exploring. And I am very scared because the Githyanki are mean and they've already killed some of us once already in the last episode when we got into that fight. And so I don't want a repeat of that. Again, we're only level 5. I'm normally like level 6, level 7 when I come to the Githyanki crash, so I am gonna have to try and employ some kind of strategy and technique for if we get into any situations. Yeah, I'm really excited because the Githyanki crash is very interesting to me. Again, I missed it on my first playthrough, and so to get all that extra content for Lae'zel and to understand her better and to explore her story more made me go from being like meh about Lae'zel, she wasn't my favourite companion in my first playthrough, I didn't play with her that much, to her being one of my favourites. Like, solid bestie, little sister, baby girl. Like, to get her full story has just made me love her so much. So I'm excited to kind of keep exploring that with you guys. After that, I think, I don't know if that's going to be 1 episode or 2 episodes, and then we'll return to the Underdark. I think that is the plan. So do take care of your faces. Leave me a like if you like, subscribe if you haven't already. If you've got any friends who you think might enjoy these videos, you can forward the videos to them, the playlist to them. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate you spending your time with me because our time is very valuable. And yeah, go and check out the game for yourself if you haven't already, because it's, everyone I know who's played it is so hooked by it. Like, this game gets its claws into you, and it's making me really sad that they're not going to do like any DLC for it, because like when you get a game that you love, like I think DLC can be a good thing in certain situations. And you know, the fact that they're not making another Baldur's Gate game, Larian Studios have gone, that's it, that's what we're doing with Wizards of the Coast, we're moving on to something else now. And that makes me really sad, because as somebody who loves D&D and who loves this game so much, to be like, I really want this studio to keep giving me these stories, and I love the mechanics, I love the whole style of this game, and I want more games like this. So I'm looking at other games like you know, for example, and I am excited to play Dragon Age Veilguard. If you're ordering that, by the way, use my creator code on the EA app. I get EA give me money, so thanks. If you want to support the channel, you don't have to, obviously, but I am intending to play it as soon as I can get my hands on it. But I'm looking at it, and then I can't help comparing it to Baldur's Gate, and I'm like, I wish the fighting mechanics worked like Baldur's Gate, because as somebody who I like in a lot of fighting games, so like I've been looking at things like Elden Ring and, you know, Skyrim, and a lot of the fighting games are not turn-based combat. They have that kind of you just go in swinging kind of way. I need time to think. I don't have very good reaction times, so when I'm playing games that involve that kind of, like, you know, instinctive fighting, I kind of spam buttons and I can make it through. And it's not to say that the game's not fun, because it can be really, really fun, but I love, like, I don't think I've ever played a game like this before with the turn-based combat that I can think of, and it suits me so well because I love strategizing. So I used to play games like Rogue Sphere, which is a Rainbow Six game, and I didn't really like being on the ground, like going in, like running the simulation so much as the planning stage. So I really like the intelligence stage, and you could go in and you could like do all the pinpoints and like tell each member of the team like where to go and like what weapons to use, and if they should be sneaking, if they should be moving fast, and I would plan out the whole map. Like, I love the intelligence side, and so to have, I suppose, a more strategic mind, a mind that enjoys that thinking process, that can, not to say that people who play like the more kind of I would say the skills for the other kind of games are like, you know, good reactions, thinking on your feet, that kind of thing. You know, those games can be very, very skilled, but I'm I guess slower to kind of process, so I really like the turn-based combat. So yeah, this game suits me so well, and it's been my favorite game. Like, you know, Sims is a very different kind of game. Sims is a different ballpark, and obviously I love The Sims so much. It's been a huge part of my life, but like, to have a game that you play and you think, this is my favorite game now, like, I love this so much, nothing compares to this. You know, I was saying to my boss, like, and it's so cheesy, but I was thinking to myself the other day how blessed I am that in all the places I could have been born, in all the times I could have been born, I'm born now, and I have enough time and leisure to be able to play Baldur's Gate 3, like this game that is, you know, a pinnacle of gaming. In my opinion, is such a good game that, like, I am so blessed that I am here right now in this time and space that I'm playing this game. Like, how I must have done something really good in a past life. Like, this is such good karma that I get to play this game. And my boss was looking at me like, you're insane. And I was like, I know, but you know, you think about everything that's going on in the world, and you think about all the suffering, and you think about all the things that have happened in history that have been, you know, people have struggled and people have had bad experience. I am so blessed. I'm so blessed. And so thank you so much to Lorien Studios and all the gaming companies out there, EA obviously, Daddy EA, who, you know, create these games that, you know, can either help you escape from reality and you know, give yourself that cathartic experience to kind of take the edge off the kind of harsher things in life. And I just think we're at a point of this technological advancement that is just incredible. Like, we've never had anything like this before. You know, books, you know, and all credit to books. I've got a specialism in literature as part of my degree. My degree is humanities, but any kind of art, any kind of thing that people create to help us navigate and understand and explore the human experience and what it is to be human, even if that is through a fantasy race, right? To explore what would I do in this situation. We're basically running simulations for ourselves. You know, the Victorians, when they were sat there reading their books, that's a form of running a simulation. Because, okay, I'm getting sciencey now, guys. If you're sticking around for the waffle, bless you, bless your cotton socks. But yeah, so they've basically proven now that when you watch a movie or you read a book or you play a computer game, your brain kind of runs it like a simulation. So your brain experiences it as though you're actually having that experience. And this is a brilliant learning tool because we can have experiences outside of our own cultural bubble or our immediate environment, and that gives us a greater understanding of the world. It helps us to be more empathetic because we're literally walking in someone else's shoes. So if you're reading a book and you're having this experience that this adventurer who's going on this big adventure and fighting these creatures, your brain processes it as though you're actually doing it, and that helps our brains to grow, and that helps our brains to create new connections and understand things better and understand ourselves better. And it's incredible. It's incredible. And so you get these people who are like, oh, people spend too much time playing computer games, but they used to say that about television, and they used to say that about, you know, probably books, or they're wasting time reading a book when they could be working on the farm. And so there's a line from a Lana Del Rey song that says wasting time is not wasted time, and I think there is a strong argument for the evolution of our soul, the evolution of everything that it means to have all these different experiences, even if they're simulated experiences, is incredibly powerful and useful, because it teaches us, it helps us to grow in our experience, and that's an incredibly powerful thing rather than having a very blinkered, narrow experience. You know, we get to choose for ourselves things because we know we've run the simulation, so we get to choose what we want to do in our reality. I just think it's incredibly, technology is really exciting to me, the progress that we're making, and it can be scary too, but I just think, you know, the storytelling potential, and I know a lot of people have concerns about AI, and I do as well. I think it's one of those things that's neither good or bad, but it can be both. And I think there's a huge amount of potential as technology explores AI more. And things as well, like the brains. Have you seen the brains that think they're butterflies? Like the brains that live in a simulation? Have you seen that? Those tiny little baby brains? Oh my god, simulation theory has basically been proven because those brains legitimately think they're butterflies in a simulation. It's crazy. So yeah, like as we, am I in the simulation? Oh my god. It's like the cat meme. So yeah, like I think it's incredible. And again, as somebody who is a DM, right, I run D&D campaigns. It's a lot of work, and so I do use AI art to generate the characters, so that I can visualize the characters. It helps me to be a bit better DM because I don't have art skills, and I can't, like, I might commission somebody, like my eldest child is an artist. I might commission somebody to create me a specific piece of art that means so much to me because it's handmade. But on a kind of week-to-week basis where I'm generating all these characters for my people to encounter, to be able to randomize an AI generated image is hugely beneficial to me, because I'm a very visual person, so it helps me to be like able to, you know, create that character if I can visualize them, and I wouldn't have the means or ability to be able to create character art for every single character I create every single week that I'm creating them. And so I think there is a time and a place and a use for it, and the same thing as well as like being a DM. I've seen this computer game where it has, like, there's a lot of apps actually, there's a lot of AI DMs, and I know that does pose a risk to us as dungeon masters, but I don't think a computer takes away from a human experience. I think it's an alternative experience, and I think both can coexist together. And so yeah, the idea of being able to have a week off and just run an AI simulation, you know, to have an AI DM, I don't think an AI DM is going to have the same amount of human intelligence and interpretation that I have as a DM, because basically, like, I'm sorry, I'm just waffling, guys, thank you for sticking around. Basically, when I'm a DM, I know my players, right? I know their strengths, I know their weaknesses as players, not as characters. I know what is going to engage them, I know what's going to make them tick. So if I see that my player is drifting or not engaged, I can throw something that I know is going to hook them in. So for example, one of my players will always fall for a hot scoundrel. It's like, oh, they're a hot scoundrel and they are back in the game, you know? It's like I know how to exploit their specific human, not weaknesses, but interests, right? In a good way, in a way that I want them to have a really fun experience. And so I don't think a computer can read the room in the same way a human can. I don't think a computer can get those intricacies of empathy that a human DM can, where you can, you know, as a human, it's like I know how to work the other humans in the room, where I think a computer simulating a DM experience is going to be a little bit more paint by numbers. It's going to be less responsive. It's going to understand the player less. So I do think there's a time and a place for it. Again, if I wanted a week off and I was like, run me what is it, Into the Abyss, Out of the Abyss, I can't remember the name of that D&D book, you know, run me The Curse of Strahd, right? Like, you know, maybe that would be fun for me to put my feet up and just let a computer do it. So I don't know, like, and as well, like with virtual environments, like I genuinely think with the way that we can instantly create an AI image. We can input what we want and it can instantly create that AI image. Where I think we're going to go with computer games going forward is to be able to put on a headset and go, okay, run me a D&D campaign. I want to be in the Shadowlands and I want to encounter this specific hero, and you can tell the computer what you want, and instead of doing a single image, it's going to be able to basically create an entire map, right? It's going to be able to create an entire level. And I'm a level editor. I grew up playing the Tomb Raider level editor. Do you remember that free level editor that you got with, like, I think it was like Tomb Raider 3? I spent so much time in that game. I've made worlds in The Sims using the Sims 3 creator world system. Level editing is my vibe. I've created 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional worlds, like Warcraft type things. And so to be somebody who has a lot of experience in running campaigns, creating virtual environments is incredibly time consuming, and I see the benefit of both. I see the benefit of the more handmade experience that a human can do, and you know, cheap, quick, easy simulated AI systems. I think there is room for both. And I'm so excited. I would love to, at the end of the day, I would love to put on a headset and go, okay, I want to be in Baldur's Gate and I want to be fighting kobolds, and I want to be with these adventurers, and it just simulates that game for me. Oh, it's just, what a time to be alive. I just think it's incredibly exciting. And again, I'm a humanities student. I've read philosophy such as The Experience Machine, and a lot of the questions and considerations and problems that being able to have something like that can create. Maybe we're already in the Experience Machine when we just don't know it. I just think it's incredibly interesting and incredibly exciting, and I love that I'm part of this timeline where these things are developing. And you know, I don't think it's something we necessarily need to fear so much as have nuanced discussions around, to be able to create parameters and guidelines and safety mechanisms as a culture, as a race in the world, so that we do it right, you know, that we have the best possible timeline and we don't have the apocalypse. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about that. I'd love to have a nuanced, healthy discussion about AI and that sort of thing. I don't want, if you're gonna come in here and just shout at me with some regurgitated one-liners that you've heard someone else say, I don't want to hear it. Like, I want people to be able to think for themselves and to be able to understand both sides of an argument, and to understand that there's no such thing as black and white, but there's 50 shades of grey. And on that note, I'm gonna leave it there. And yeah, we're gonna, like, the world's not a simple place. Right? It's not a simple place. The world is complex. Everything is complex. You know, your eye looking at the screen right now is so complex. You're like, why do we have to simplify things into a polarized experience? Like, there's so much, like, you can have the polarized views, but if you do that, you're missing out on all that gorgeous complexity and interesting information and nuance that can be mined and discussed. And you know, I don't know. I'm gonna go. Do take care of your faces. Hopefully I've not lost you all. all the AI haters out there. And yeah, thank you so much for sticking around. And if you're still here, Who's your favourite robot? I'm gonna do, what's that, like, TikTok channel that does this? Just no other comments, just down below. If you're still here, tell me who your favourite robot is. Maybe it's Bender from Futurama. Maybe it's Wally. I don't know. Favourite fantasy robot, books, films, games, whatever. Who's the best robot ever created? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna go. Take care of your faces. Have a lovely week, and I will see you next time. Probably to be slain by Githyankies. See you again soon. Bye.
Call me a Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a